Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high.
Alrighty, hello guys, it's Korah here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be streaming a top 12 challenger stage here. We have Nexus versus Bobbers on our team here, or in our bracket at least. And match should begin very soon, so hope you guys enjoy. Should be some nice games as well. I mean, as you can see, actually challengers, it is a bit lower level than top 8, but a lot of these teams are very closely matched to each other. You can see even Nexus here, like, barely losing to Desert earlier. And I believe Bobbers also had, like, a tiebreak game earlier as well. So top 12 is very competitive, actually, on the U server. Very excited to see how the games go today, and I hope you guys are excited as well. Now, take a look at the lineup here real quick. Our first map is Dynasty's Pearl here, so it is a predominantly very heavy map, actually. And as you guys know, basically the 116 is the meta at the moment, so I'm kind of curious to see how many 116s each team is running. Now, you can see Nexus here are running a bunch of VK72s. Now, I don't actually know the reason for that. Maybe they just want to HE spam something. They could just be spamming VK72s more towards like the B area of the map, like the town. There's like a little town lane that you can maybe like set a trap in there. Maybe that's what they're doing with the VK72s. Although VK72s are very unflexible for going towards C. So based on Nexus lineup here, I can already tell that they're most likely going to go town. And Bobbers could also go town, to be honest. They do have Horis. Horis are also not very good on C. So looks to me, just based on the lineups here, that it's going to be a town brawl near the AB area. I'm very excited to see how that goes. Although, based on lineup, I feel like, I mean, Nexus might have a nice advantage with the Bat Chat, to be honest. Although, like I said, it's a predominantly town map, to be fair. And it's a very heavy map. The Bat Chat could actually be somewhat useful if all 7 tanks end up being in town, because they can just flank behind them pretty quick, you know. So, very excited to see what happens there. It's an interesting pick here from Striker with the Nexus. I think both these teams are kind of like, they are Russian/Ukrainian. I'm not 100% sure which region they're from exactly, but I know both of them are Russian-speaking clans, so should be interesting to see how that goes. A bit of a, I don't know. I'm expecting a close matchup here. I don't really think any team's going to get blown out the water, and very excited to see how that goes. Hope you guys are as well. Make sure you guys smash the like button if you enjoy, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. We're just loading in here. Alright. So I'm very curious where these triple VK72s are going to go. I mean, I have a feeling they're going to go to the B lane. I mean, I don't really see anywhere else where they would go. Is that where they're going to go? Seems, yeah, they're all turning for... Oh, actually, Devotion here is going towards towards C. Is he aggressively going C, or is he just going to hold this position here? Oh, looks like he's... Okay, this is a very interesting lineup. Okay. Now, bobbers here, as I said, are going actually towards the town. It's like fully what I expected. Nexus is kind of going towards... I mean, it's a very weird strat from Nexus here. I don't really know why they would send the slowest tanks ever to the wide of C. Like, this just seems very counterintuitive here. Like, it doesn't make sense for VKs to be on the outside and the 116 being in the B lane. I mean, unless they're trying to fast cap, but... Bobbers here could actually completely ruin this fast cap here if they play a little bit more aggressive. I mean, Sashka here can just pre-aim the exit of B, and Igorka can just push the front of B, you know, if they all go together. However, Bobbers is playing very hesitant here. I'm not sure why they're so scared to move up. They should be moving up. They should have info that the VKs are not there, you know? But they're playing extremely slow, and right now we have double caps with Nexus here. Now, double caps is actually going to be a bit of a problem for Bobbers here. It is pretty difficult to re-push C, if I'm being honest, especially with the lineup that Bobbers has. Bobbers has double Hori, guys. Double turretless TDs are not that easy to push C with, you know? So, to be honest, them killing B cap was probably their best chance here. I don't really know how they're going to use double Horis for a C retake, you know? It's very difficult, especially with this lineup that Nexus has. Nexus has no really weak lineup. They do have a Bat Chat, which is like the weakest tank on the map, I guess, but... Horis, man. Double Horis is just very hard to push with this lineup, especially against a bunch of Clippers, you know. As is going to be a camping strat until Bobbers here is going to be forced to make a move. I really, like, I don't know. I just think this is going to be a very hard push for Bobbers. I mean, they could... It seems like they're trying to do like a split here. They're trying to push like two sides at the same time. But I don't know if that's actually going to go very well for them. Because at the end of the day, they have no way of stopping C without getting nuked by triple VKs, basically, you know? And they have no way of getting into B either. I mean, Nexus has good B resets, so I really don't understand how Bobbers plan to come back from this. It's going to be pretty difficult. And you can see already, this Emily is like, he just can't move up without getting shot by the VKs. Now, Hori and 116 here might try to focus this VK72. Like, looks like the main push here is going to be on the VK, but I just don't know if it's going to go that well. I mean, yeah, they're just trading, but like I see, like the Horis are not going to win this trade. They are turretless TDs with low HP, you know, so they're not going to really win this trade. I don't really see how it's going to work out for Bobbers here. And Nexus again, nice resets there on Sashka. He's not really able to get anywhere near. Now, Striker is the guy that I said was in the weak link here, and you can see right away he's the one bleeding the most, actually, from Nexus. But Nexus, you're doing a good job. They are shielding the C cap here. They're trying to, like, block him from capping C, which is going to work. This guy, Devotion here, is going to get a big shot here, and this guy should die. And, yeah, Nexus already won the game by cap. Like I said, it's just the lineup from double Horis are just very unflexible, especially if the enemy has double cap and you're forced to push into them. Horis are very good for defending. They're very bad for pushing, though. So that's the main problem, I think, with Nexus, like the way, or not Nexus, I think the way Bobbers played their strat here. I mean, Sashka didn't even have to shoot at all. Yeah, I'm not really, it's just, I don't know, the lineup didn't really work out for Bobbers. They played way too passive with the Horis there. They could have made like a bit of a brawl on that B cap earlier, and maybe it would have like paid off for them if they were able to reset it, but overall, just kind of got outplayed with the lineup that Nexus had and the positions that they had as well. So, GG to Nexus first round. The second round here, we are on the other spawn of Dynasty. Dynasty is a pretty symmetrical map, actually. It doesn't really matter the spawns. And right away, you can see Bobbers again with that double Hori pick. Now, I mean, again, double Hori, like I said, it's okay only if you're defending. So if they're not defending, then Bobbers is going to be a problem here. It's probably going to be the same problem as like last game, where they just had useless Horis who just the second they move in, they just die, you know? There's nothing you can really do with Horis when everything is Clippers and big alpha, you know, VKs essentially. Although... Striker over here taking a Badger. Hori does kind of counter Badger, actually. It can just pen the Badger anywhere, so I don't really know why you'd use a Badger too much. I mean, maybe it's... Okay, E3. E3 is also somewhat countered by Hori, but it's a little bit better than the Badger, at least. E3 has enough armor to the point where Hori can't just auto-pen it by loading gold, you know, so... Seems like Nexus here, again, going to go for C-Cap, though. That is 100% looks like a C-Cap strat. And Bobbers looks like, again, a town strat with Hori. Hori kind of sucks on the C area of the map here. So just by lineup, again, you can tell where both teams should be going. Nexus very obviously going to go towards, with the Krons especially. The Krons are the biggest giveaway. Same with the E3. There's no point to using the E3 in the town. They're going to use, like, Okay, it changes super cock. Okay, I still think Nexus has a lineup for C though, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing. But the real question here is, can Bobbers actually reset B this time? Because them not resetting B was like the biggest problem actually for them last game. If they had reset B, I think it would have definitely made a big difference, at least for their chances. Because again, re-pushing with double Hori is going to be very difficult here. So let's see how this goes here. Alrighty, so next is very obviously going towards C, 100% what I expected. Bobbers going towards A as well, what I expected. Now, can Bobbers reset B though this time? I mean, it doesn't seem like Nexus is actually trying to cap B here, so, but Nexus will still get the cap lead by capping C before Bobbers here gets on A. Now, Bobbers again, like really slowly moving up in town here. Oh, taking first shot. And more over here, taking a shot from the VK. I think it was the HE damage he took. Not a whole lot. I think it took like 200 HE. So that is the one thing that's good about the VK. You are able to just HE splash people for a decent amount. Although, to be honest, if you really want good HE splash damage, just take a type 5. Type 5 does way more HE. That's my honest opinion. But overall, ooh, Sterla was an interesting spot over here. What's he looking at? What does he have shots on? He might have shots actually on the coffee time. I mean, if Sashka can spot coffee time, he definitely has a shot for him. I'm very curious. Come on, Sashka. If you can just drive a little bit forward here to spot coffee time. Or you can definitely hit him from that back there, for sure. But, again, Nexus is not going to be pushing at all here. They're just playing fully for defending C, which is how they should play. Although, like, in my opinion, I feel like coffee time might be a bit of a free kill here for Bobbers. Like, if Bobbers know that he's there, if they just push him from the front and from the back of B as well, like, coffee time is kind of trapped. Like, he can't back out, you know, if they come from the B area, and he can't really, like, leave as well if they come from in front of him. So, coffee time could be a free kill here for Bobbers if they realize that he's on their side of C. However, I don't know if he's actually spotted. I don't think he is. If he was spotted, the VK would be trying to spot him for the Hori here. Both Hori's lining up, though. I mean, can they actually... This is going to be so interesting. I'm so interested to see what happens. Okay, coffee time getting spotted. Can double Hori's pre-aim his turret here? Yeah, one shot in. Can Sterling get the second shot in? Would be huge, actually. But yeah, coffee time, in my opinion, is a kill. He is a kill. Nexus, or Bobbers just has to push him from the front, and he should die from the B cap as well. They can pre-aim with like a clipper or something. That would probably be pretty good too. But right now, it's only Sashka pushing him. Like, why is Korahkorah not going as well with him? They need somebody to come from behind him as well. They can't just have Sashka 1v1ing him, you know? A bit of a missed opportunity here, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be able to kill him anymore. He's pretty safe, actually. I mean, Bobbers, I don't like Bobbers' push here. I think this is a fail push, to be honest. I just don't know how. Like, they don't really have any clear kills here. I mean, Limitless maybe, but, like, it's 3v3 here. They don't have an advantage. The only advantage they had was killing this coffee time guy. They could have killed him, but they're not. Like, Bobbers with such split focus fire, I really don't know what they're focusing, man. They're not focusing anybody at all. And if anything, Nexus is the one that's going to focus fire their tanks here. They're going to kill 2 of their 116s here. Should die. Yeah, this guy's going to get one more shot here. Limitless just needs to put one in, and he's going to kill him. There we go. And Ping loss here is the very next focus, 100%. So, has Bobbers killed anybody yet? I mean, they did actually kill Coffee Time, finally. They finally killed him, but I don't think it's enough, man. I think they're losing this side pretty hard here. Although by HP it is pretty equal, but I feel like 6 versus 4. I feel like Nexus here has a much better situation than Bobbers does in terms of the map positioning. Look at Striker. Striker just wasting time. Can he get one shot? He gets low rolled. Sashka low rolls him. Okay, Striker's going to survive even longer. And, I mean, this Hori is... He is going to win his 1v1, actually, unless he gets shot by Striker. Actually, that might have changed it. Wait, this Hori might actually lose the 1v1. That's actually huge, by the way. And Nexus here does have a kill on B. The Korahkorah is going to die. Can Amor get the kill? He does bounce. Okay, unfortunate bounce there. he is definitely going to die now. He could have maybe killed the Hori if he didn't bounce him, but like Nexus just has the caps. They're 940 caps. All their tanks are basically alive, and I mean, this one shot Nexus guy should be going towards A right now. I don't know what he's doing. Like, why is he not turning for A? He needs to turn and cap A, and Nexus is pretty safe here. Like, just nobody, as long as they don't die, they're gonna win the game by caps here, which I think they're gonna win anyways, even without capping A. But capping A is gonna just guarantee it, and yeah, Hori is gonna get killed here by the Kron any second. There you go, and Nexus is winning again. As I said, just the Hori's, man. Like, I don't know. Bobbers had a actually pretty, like, they had a good situation when they could have pushed there. They just didn't push the easiest tank, and they didn't focus fire anybody. Like, Bobbers pushed all sides of the map all at the same time, splitting all their attention, not shooting anybody. The only focus fire that I saw in the Siren game was from Nexus here, when they focus fired to counter push on their spawn. That's the only time they actually, like, there was any focus fire whatsoever. And, I mean, Bobbers, yeah, they kind of focused out Coffee Time, but it took so long, man. They killed Coffee Time, but like they lost 2 tanks in the process of killing him. And those 2 tanks that they lost basically also in the B cap as well. So whatever advantage they had from capping B was just instantly lost because of like the position that they had, you know. So Nexus here, winning the first 2 games on Dynasty, clearly outplaying Bobbers on Dynasty here. Bobbers, in my opinion, just the Horis are very stubborn in these Horis, which I think are just not working for them. I mean, if you want Horis to work, you need to cap lead at least, and they're not playing for caps at all. So, you know, that's just a slight problem here with Bobbers' lineup, in my opinion. But moving on to the next game here, it is Port Bay, totally different game. Now, Bobbers does have double E50, quadruple 116 from what I can tell. Maybe even another, and a light tank. Okay. So, Bobbers looks like a C strat for both teams here, in my opinion. Both teams having double E50. E50s are not really good on A, so looks like a C strat. Kron as well is not really an A tank either. Kron is more used for the speed boost and for like being able to, like, you know, get to the C area faster than a 116, for example. That's the only benefit of a Kron. So yeah, Nexus is very clearly going to be heading towards C, although maybe they could change their mind if they see triple mediums here from Bobbers. I mean, Bobbers does have the advantage on the C right now just by lineup. They have more mediums than Nexus does, so they're probably going to have a higher chance of winning the corner. And if anything, I think that 4-2-2 is probably going to go on the balcony position, which overlooks the C cap. So Bobbers here might have a good strat, actually. It might actually work out for them. We'll see how it goes. If Nexus does come C, I'm expecting Bobbers to actually probably win the C fight just based on lineup if Nexus does play towards C. However, if Nexus goes full town, then it's going to be a different story altogether for sure. So I'm going to be very interested to see how that goes. All right, Nexus. Yeah, I'm very curious to see where the Bobbers 422 is going to go. In my opinion, I think he's going to take the enemy balcony of C cap. That's where I think he would go. I don't know anywhere else where a 422 would be good. Because 422 is not really good on C corner, to be fair, guys. It has no turret armor, and it's not really good at trading. So I don't think they're going to go C with the 422. I think they're going to send it towards like the balcony area. Now, Nexus could possibly counter this. They could counter this if they just like they pre-aimed this like balcony. This balcony here that I'm looking at, this is exactly where I think the 422 is going to end up going. And then they're going to send WE50 to the corner here and try to play like a crossfire to kill the Nexus E50s. That's what I think is going to happen. I have no idea what's going to actually... Yeah. I think that's exactly what's going to happen, yeah. Call it up perfectly, I think. Is he going to cut right here? He's going to take the balcony? No, he's not. Okay, so he's actually not taking the balcony. I think he might have changed his mind because the E50s got spotted there. So E50's not actually going to C corner, but, like, again, Bobbers has a pretty good advantage here. If their heavies just come in and kill their E50s, I mean, these E50s are free kills here. Bobbers, they have a chance to end this game very quick here, especially with these E50s. Like, the second they start pushing their E50s, they should start crossing the corner. It should be a tie. Yeah, I think Bobbers has a very good situation in this game here, as long as this 422 does not get insta-killed. That's the only problem with the 422. Now, E50s, you guys need to start being a lot more aggressive here. They're not crossing. I don't know why they're not crossing. There's nobody looking at you. There you go. You guys can cross now, and these E50s, devotion here needs to be the focus for Bobbers, and they just need to back off and make a crossfire with Sterla here. As long as they back off, make a crossfire with Sterla. The Kron is well in the open. Anyone shooting the Kron, guys? Come on, shoot the Kron. You guys have easy clips. This Kron could die right now. If you guys all look at him, yeah, Kron should be dying. I mean, E50s as well. I mean, E50s could be a lot more aggressive as well on the Kron if they can get behind him. I mean, this Kron is a free kill, and Sterla just needs to survive. That's all. And E50s just need to farm Coffee Time here. Coffee Time should be getting farmed. If Sterla can block him, would be huge. Can he block this guy? Block him, block him, block him, block him. There we go. E50s, shoot him, shoot him. There we go. There we go, guys. Much better play here from Bobbers. A lot more focus fire in this situation. I think they definitely should be recovering this game here. They should be winning this game. I mean, they have a lot of advantages here. As long as Sterla doesn't die and they can trade these two tanks that are killing Sterla. Yeah, there's a nice trade there. Now, Sterla, if you have react, it would be huge, actually. I think he already used it, though. They do need to kill Pika next, though. Pika needs to be getting killed here by the rest of their team. Sterla is going to survive possibly 2 more shots here, which means that it's huge, by the way. He's going to be able to reload like an entire clip off of this, and yeah, Bobber's just playing much better. Better setup from Bobbers, and I think they played that pretty well. I mean, Nexus, like I said, if they came C, Bobbers does have the advantage on the C side, just because of their lineup. And you can see the E50s from Nexus actually tried to adapt to that 4-2-2 pick. They sent both their E50s directly to C cap instead of corner of C, which, you know, I think they were aware that there's a high chance the 4-2-2 is actually going to take the balcony as well. So it's actually a decent, like, call by Nexus, but the problem of that call is that they just didn't, like this Kron, to be honest, made life very difficult, like, for their team. I think it's a mistake from the Kron to go there. Like, you guys clearly gave up on the C corner. Why are you sending a Kron to the C corner late game? If anything, you know what, this Kron, I'll go on Strat Sketch, guys. I'll show you guys what I think Nexus could have done here to actually win this game very easily. Now, Nexus had a good read here. Now, let me go ahead and show it on my OBS so you guys can see it. I do need to... There we go. Let me show it for you guys real quick. So, we switch the map towards Port Bay here. We go towards Port Bay, actually. Nexus had a pretty good read here. They sent both their E50s to C-cap right here so that this guy, like this 4-2-2, is not able to actually like play up here to bleed them, which is good. And then they sent all their heavies towards C or whatever, which is fine. Now, instead of this Kron going here, this Kron should have actually went from behind. If they had somebody coming up behind Sterla, they could have killed this like 116, and they would have been able to continue pushing down and killing these tanks, because they actually had pretty good bleeds with their 116s on C-cap. Like, Nexus actually recovered pretty well. They just needed somebody flanking behind us, and they would have been able to win this game, in my honest opinion. So, nice idea, I guess, from Nexus. They actually, like, low-key almost recovered that. It wasn't too bad of a read that they had there. It's just the execution. That Kron, I think, really, like, struggled there. I'm actually not really sure how much damage he even did, that Kron. Let me see real quick. I think that was like the main mistake of Nexus here, was sending that Kron to that position in the first place. You take a look at the Kron damage here. Where did he go? I mean, he did 1 clip, which is actually more than I thought he would do. He did 1 clip, but yeah, you can see it's still a bit of a problem. That Kron, like everything steamrolled. The second that Kron died, everything kind of went downhill for Nexus there, and they had nobody flanking. That Kron could have been so. As I think the main problem of Nexus there, just not sending anybody through town to kill Sterla, who they already recognize as being the problem, you know. So, moving on to the next game here. Nexus taking the light tank, so it is equal fights here. Exactly the same lineup. The only difference is Batchat versus T100. That's the only difference. So, seems again will be a C brawl in my opinion. I think that's exactly what we're going to get once again, and I mean, based on lineup, it's pretty evenly matched here, so it's going to be based on how the teams play individually. There's no advantage by lineup a whole lot, although the Batchat could give you like a slight early advantage maybe if he gets like a clip in, but I mean, the T100 has its own advantages as well. It's more like, has better camo, it has the tracer shells, it's a little bit more flexible for a lot of situations. The Batchat's just used for a brawl, which based on this lineup, it seems like Nexus here is kind of looking for a brawl with this Batchat. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but they might even be sending the Batchat towards that like balcony position that I was mentioning again, where I thought the 4-2-2 would go. They might be sending him towards that position here. I have no idea what exactly their plan with the Batchat is. I think he's going to go towards like this position on their balcony again. Seems like he might do that. Where's the E50s going though from Nexus? Yeah, they're going T corner. Batchat's actually boosting up. Okay, nice boost there. Now, Bobbers... Or, I don't know what is Bobbers doing? Why are they sniping the Okay, they're just looking for the bleeds here. They're not actually coming into C. They're just looking for a shootout on C, and then they're going to probably go towards A, I guess. But a bit of a failed shootout, though. They're committing to C, though. I don't know, Bobbers. I think this is a mistake. I think it's a big mistake, you guys. Like, Nexus has so much better positions than you guys. Why are you guys coming towards C? These E50s are going to be, like, useless. What are they trying to do here with E50s? I don't understand. Bobbers is going to win this fight on C, 100%. There is no question about it. Bobbers has every advantage, and some of the Bobbers tanks already used reactive. Nexus has every advantage, my bad. But yeah, Nexus should be winning this fight here. This guy's gonna get deleted here. I mean, I don't think Bobbers has a good situation here. Like, their E50s are just useless. What is this strat from Bobbers here, in my opinion? This is going to be a loss by strat. They had the equal lineup, but they just gave Nexus all the map control. Like, Nexus has such better positions right now. Bobbers is stuck behind the bottleneck here. Like, there's 4 tanks trapped in one situation here. half of them are turning behind them, the other half are looking in front of them. Like, they can't cover all the angles here. I don't like the situation that Bobbers has themselves in here. And the C corner tanks here, like, both D50s are being very useless from Bobbers, in my opinion. Now, where is the batch at? T100 is coming behind him here. Maybe this could be, like, this could be the outlier that could maybe be what Bobbers were relying on. But I think it's far little too late. Like, there's not enough time for Bobbers here to trade their tanks. Like, their heavies are all going to die. They're going to lose, like, 2 heavies here. And a third one will probably get lost very soon here as well. Like, I think it's just GG, basically. Well played by Nexus. Nexus deserves to win this game. You just can't take E50s and camp with them like this. I don't understand what the, like, again, I'll show you guys on Strat Sketch what they should have done with their E50s. If they got scared of going towards corner here, they should have just sent their E50s behind town where their light tank went. That would have been such a better play than just camping back here. Like, they just had such zero impact from their E50s here. Whereas the Nexus E50s had a lot more impact. They're farming their heavies. They're keeping the other E50s getting away from the fight, so they can't even help their heavies that are dying anyways. So, yeah, I think just outplayed, in my opinion. Nexus outplayed Bobbers here, just by strat. I don't know, like, their lineups were similar, very similar lineups. They could have taken a C brawl. Like, they could have both played aggressive C, but I think Bobbers just got scared, I guess, of committing C, and they just didn't commit anywhere. They just camped behind with E50s. I think that's a big mistake from Bobbers. I have no idea why they would play like this, but well played by Nexus. Nexus definitely took advantage of the mistakes that Bobbers made. I mean, both teams played pretty similar lineups. They just, Nexus had a much better use of their tanks. That's the only thing I can say about this. I mean, overall, though, well played. I think it's not over yet for Bobbers. Bobbers does have a chance to come back here. They will be in the lower bracket, so we'll see. I'm not actually sure who will be in the lower bracket after this. The game is still going as well. It is best of 7. I actually thought it was... actually, it is, yeah. It makes sense. It's best of 7. My bad. Kind of... For some reason, I thought it was best of 5. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because the first day of challenges was best of 5. But overall, yeah, best of 7. So Bobbers still has a chance to come back here, but they really have to start playing a little bit less scared here. They're taking very, like, I don't know. They're not really using the map control to their advantage, in my opinion. They're playing very defensive tanks, very paper tanks like the Horizon Dynasty, and they're not, like, making sure that like the enemy's fighting on their terms. They're fighting on the enemy's terms, and the enemy's terms just has better situation than they do. And then on this map here, they had the same lineup, same everything, but they're giving Nexus here the initiative by being passive and not, like, taking good positions. I mean, there's a reason why everybody, like, you know, even like in a random game, when you guys play Port Bay on randoms, everybody says mediums go C corner. It's because C corner is actually very important if you want to win a C brawl. Bobbers here did not send tanks for C corner, and when they did send a tank for C corner, it was a Kron that just got instantly killed. Like, it didn't make any sense at all. If you're not going to fight for C corner, then just better off going town. You know, that's my opinion here. So let's see how Bobbers can recover here. I mean, they are playing Castilla, and I think, although, yeah, Nexus has a better spawn in Castilla. Castilla is not really a balanced map. One spawn is much better because you have a much bigger spawn hill, which has a lot more angles than the other spawn hills. So, yeah, I think Nexus here with the better spawn, although they are using 215B and Chieftain. I'm not really sure where you would use 215B on this map, unless it's used for the boost. Are they using a Hori? Yeah. Nexus, I'm pretty sure they're going to do a Hori boost. I'll show you guys where the Hori boost is. It is going to be in their spawn in the back corner of A-Cap there. That is the only place where Hori can be boosted. It's the only reason I think you would take a 215B on this map. I mean, there's no really good positions for 215B. 215B is a rear-mounted tank. The only benefit that it has speed boost to be able to boost the Hori. That's the only reason teams use the 215B. And I'm assuming that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah, he's going to turn around. Hori as well going to probably go over to this boost here where I'm looking at. That's exactly where we're going to boost him, right where that tree is over there. It is a very strong boost, actually, to be fair. So Nexus here might have a pretty good strat here. It's kind of hard to counter, like, if I'm being honest. It is not that easy to counter this kind of boost. But Nexus here playing for B reset with the light tank. Bobber's trying to fast cap B, it seems like it, but looks like he got scared of it. And you can see the boost. Is he going to boost the guy? He looks like he was. Why did he stop? Even the Hori kind of looked puzzled at it. It looks like they made a change of strat for some reason. Why did they not boost him? I don't really understand. Bobber's cap. Maybe it's because of the B cap. They got scared of B cap, but I think Nexus has. Ooh, coffee time is going to have such a big clip into this bat chat. This bat chat's gonna die, man. But oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bobbers. Yeah. 67. On a map that already has like a unfavorable spawn for you. It's gonna be very hard for Bobbers. I didn't even cap B, by the way. If he capped B at least, then maybe it's like somewhat doable. But like Nexus here just gonna go cap A. Hori, is he ever gonna get boosted? I don't know if he will. I don't think they're gonna ever try to boost this Hori here. So seems like a very easy easy game for Nexus. Not gonna. Like, if I'm Bobbers right now, I don't know what you could possibly do to win this game. Like it's just so hard. Like this map, like Nexus is playing very defensive here. I mean, look at this Marlin. Even just like for trying to reset, gets nuked for like 1k HP. Like this is just GG. I think Bobbers are they're just not in this game right now. They're not really playing like the highest level that they can play. I've seen them play before. They're not a bad team, but they should be like it's very basic mistakes that they're making that are costing them a lot of HP and a lot of kills and a lot of just like map control again. Like first of all, Bobbers tried to cap B, but they didn't even fast cap B. They hesitated on B. Like I can't believe Bobbers like waited for the Nexus coffee time here. The 116, a heavy tank. They waited for the heavy tank to get into this position in order to cap B. Like, what do you think was going to happen? Of course, the heavy tank's going to peek you and you're going to die. Like, I don't know why they got scared of taking one shot from a T100 and just double capping B. That would have been much better than them trying to cap B after a heavy tank got into that position. Like, it's just... Bobbers here having, like, a lot of timing mistakes, in my opinion. Like, they're not really reading, like, the situation very well. Like, on Port Bay, it's a time situation. You can't just camp your E50s there and just, like, you know, like, it's the same situation here as well. They're kind of just being a lot more, you know... Also, this T100 is going to not have a good time here. Bro's not going to have a good time. He just... oh, boy, man. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is just a GG for Bob. I can already tell you it's a GG. There's nothing, like, I can really say that Bobbers can do to come back from this. There's nothing they can do. Like, I mean, Nexus here has a cap. They have the concept in a very strong position, and Bobbers just has useless tanks. I mean, this guy on C is probably going to be a kill later. Like, Nexus just has to push something with 7 tanks, and you're going to win the game here. Now, Coffee Time making the game a little bit closer here by bleeding to his one shot. But the fact that he's still alive, as long as he's alive and can just run away from his position, he should be fine. But it looks like Nexus opting to go for this ping loss push, which is a good push, to be fair. Like, this guy's going to die if they push him. Like I said, Nexus just has to pick something to push, and they have the advantage in every part of the map here. Like, it seems like they recognize that they're kind of weaker on C, so they're kind of playing more defensive on C, playing a lot more aggressive on A. I think that is a very good call as well. And to be honest, Devotion here could counter to C50. Marlin here could be getting... Yeah, Marlin, he's going to have to drop off. Like, Marlin can't really, like, hold this. I mean, he is kind of holding it, but it just costs him really full sense of, like, Marlin's going to die. Yeah, and Marlin, like, he's going to have to drop here, and him dropping is going to kill the 116 as well, so... It's just a GG. It's not a close game at all. Next is here with the better spawn. I have to say, it is like Castilla on a situation like this where it's like a match point is always like kind of unfair for the team that's like on the elimination point here. But as I said, Bobber still has a chance here. And again, they gotta wake up here and they gotta play with a bit more confidence. I think Bobber's just playing really scared here, in my opinion. Like, you can see, like, just the way that they're playing, they're just scared. They're not confident about themselves, in my opinion. They're playing, like, really, really passive in situations that require a lot more aggression that they're doing. And, I mean, if they're going to be that scared, like, their problems are, like, half committing to, like, what they're doing. They're not actually doing it 100%, and they're not, like, bailing out on it 100% either. You know, it's like 50-50. It's like, oh, I'm half scared to cap B, but I still want to cap it. You know, like, bro, if you're gonna be scared to cap B, then just don't cap it at all. You could have capped C instead with a bad shot. And, you know, why are you, like, you know, that's the only thing I can say about Bobbers here. But, like, you know, they're losing these games because of their mentality. That's the only thing I can say. If they had a little bit more confidence, I think they can win versus Nexus. Like, they're not bad players at all. Bobbers are very experienced top 4 players. Like, or not top 4, but top 8 players. Like, a lot of their team here has made top 8 in the past. If you take a look at their matchup here. Bobbers, let's go ahead and check. Like, I know Sterling and Marlin have made top 8 in the past year. Like, these guys are experienced players. They just need to be a bit more confident, I think. I'm not really sure where their confidence went. Like, Marlin here, if you take a look at his tournament history, I believe he's made top 8 before. So this is this season. He's played the challenges. In previous season, he actually also played in challenges with Eswell. Although, was it the main Eswell team? Yeah, it was the main Eswell team. But these guys have made, like, top 8 before. I'm sure of it. I just gotta find it, I guess. Yeah, Blitz Masters Legends 2. They definitely made it here. Yeah, they played top 8. Sure, they got kind of destroyed in top 8, but these guys are top 8 players. They have made top 8 before. Like, they're not that bad, but they're just giving, like... They gave Nexus here so much respect that just cost them a lot of games, in my opinion. That's the only thing I can say, but... Overall, GG's to both teams. I really hope Bobbers can make a bit of a comeback here. I think they are much better than how they played in this game here. Now, if we take a look at the other bracket here, I don't know actually who made it from the other bracket. Maybe we're still waiting. I might actually stream that if somebody else is streaming. I'm not actually sure if anyone else is streaming. Is there anyone streaming? Challenge. Ah, this guy is. Okay, CEO of Tolian Club is streaming it. So I might actually check his stream out, see how his games are going. It is Desert versus Aphera. Did they end yet? No, they're still playing. You know what? Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. A lot of Russian guys in my chat as well. Hello, hello. I assume you guys are cheesing. Well, I mean, it's because I had two like Russian teams in my stream that I was like spectating. But yeah, nice to see you. Let me check the chat as well. I've not checked the chat real quick. Note to your fame. Thank you for the love, Team FA. Hello, hello. Gaming Forever. Hello to you. Hello, Chris. Am I streaming challenges with my team or no? Well, my team got eliminated on challengers on EU, so I'm not actually streaming with them. No. I'm just streaming what's like the remaining teams, the ones who made it to the next stage. That's who I'm streaming. Hello, nice shot. Hello, Hank. Nice to see you as well. PC Cat lost yesterday, made me depressed. Please tell me they are trolling in your opinion. No, they're definitely not trolling. I mean, PC Cat was definitely trying to win that game versus Aqua. Like, that was not a troll. They definitely were trying to win, but they just didn't play very... Like, they made a lot of mistakes, to be fair. When I saw their stream, like, there was actually a couple mistakes, like... that they, you know, like they played okay in some situation, but then they also made a couple mistakes that just cost them the games there. I mean, Aqua also played pretty well in general, to be fair. So, no, it was definitely two heavyweight games there in that situation. I'm pretty sure PC Cat was not trolling at all. They were definitely trying their best. Nobody's trolling in top 8 stage here. Every team wants to make it a top 2. They want to be top 2 so they can make it, you know, without any, like, stress at all to the next stage of the top 4 tournament, you know? So, that's the main thing. Bobbers, was that not the cat of Fatness? I think it was, actually. Although I didn't really watch Fatness too much. But I think his cat's name is Bobbers. It's kind of funny, actually. I didn't really think about that. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the stream of the other guy here. Let me see if I can get it open. Alright, it is there. Let me go ahead and just get that on my browser so I can show you guys. So let me, there we go. Alright, let's see. I just gotta readjust the window a little bit for you guys because it's gonna be like not really showing the. Let's see. Does OBS show this? It's not really centered actually. I gotta center it a little bit. There you go. Should be a lot more centered here. There we go. And move back towards the first game here. Alright. Here we go. Streaming for you guys. Also, shout out to the YouTuber who is streaming. Just let me go ahead and check his channel out real quick. His name is Papa Gans. I mean, you can check it out from the in-game portal if you want. If you want to see the stream directly, make sure you do that. I am going to just be streaming his POV here real quick and seeing how that goes. So yeah, let's get into game here. So, Aphera versus Desert here. Now, both teams are heavily spamming 116s. I mean, Aphera with the Yag Panzer, though. Okay, a bit of a weird pick here. Seems to tell me that they're definitely going to go down just based on the Yag Panzer pick. I don't know why else you would take a Yag Panzer, you know? But Desert could actually kind of abuse this knowledge and just go C here. And they could just play to hold A and just send like 1 or 2 tanks towards C. Because I don't think, like, it's very obvious Aphera is not actually playing for C with the lineup that they have here. So, Aphera looking like they just want to YOLO push in here. I mean, they're not really going to find any. I mean, Desert's not really giving them a kill here. And Desert is capping B. Now, can Aphera reset B? I mean, they should be able to, but are they? Is it going to go well for them, or are they going to bleed a lot for it? They do get the first reset, although the second guy got B. Okay, okay. You know what's funny? This is like exactly how my matchup went with like Bobbers versus Nexus. Is like Nexus just got double caps on them when Bobbers had double TTs. It's the same thing for Aphera here. Again, I just don't think Aphera could do anything. I mean, what are they going to do with double TDs here? What, they're going to repush C and B? Like, Aphera just handicapped by their lineup here. Their lineup is like a holding lineup, and they can't really push with this lineup. I don't like if Desert doesn't make a big mistake here. Desert should easily win this game, in my opinion. Here, like I just don't think Aphera has a whole lot to do here, in my honest opinion. It's going to be a very interesting game here. Wow. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be literally like copy paste of the same problem that we had, like that Bobbers had. Like I don't know. I mean, Desert not really giving them any kills here. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because there's not going to be a whole lot happening here until the push starts. Because like I mean, next Desert or Aphera here is the one that's forced to push. Now they are stacking their heavies to push right side of C, which I mean could work. It's just a Yag pick, man. What is the Yag going to do? He's going to try to cap B. I mean, I don't think this Yag is going to get away with B cap here. I think Aphera, Desert should have like a reset on this Yag here, and if they don't have a reset, they should kill him. I mean, Yag has no reactive. They just peek him and kill. Yeah, they do have a reset. This Yag is not going to be able to cap B, like I said. He's already down to 900 HP. You can see in the bottom left there, 900, 400. This guy is like, I'm telling you, this is not going to work at all for Aphera just because of their lineup here. I mean, they could still get caps. Aphera is getting all caps. Desert's playing like really, really passive here, which could be a slight mistake on their end. But I mean, if they can get the kills here, then they can still come back. But the cap still, I mean, Aphera has triple cap. How did Desert let them get triple cap? Why are they playing so far back with their 116s? If they're a bit more aggressive on C, like they should not be able to cap C. I don't understand what is Desert doing here. Desert kind of dropping the ball, in my opinion. How are they allowing Aphera to get triple cap when they have double TDs here? Like I don't really understand that exactly. I mean, it is 6 versus 6 now, although it's going to be, I mean, I don't know. It's close by HP. I mean, Desert's winning this game by HP, which makes sense because they have like they don't have TDs as much as Aphera does, but like caps, I really don't like the cap situation here for Desert. They are retaking C, which is nice. Okay, there we go. Soul Veil here also sending towards B cap, which is very important as well. He needs to stop B. And I mean, yeah, Desert could still win this, I think. I mean, they still have a pretty decent chance of winning this because they're stopping the caps and they should have a kill in Miles here. Miles needs to die here. As long as they can kill Miles, they should have the cap lead, in my opinion here. And they just need to not lose anybody else here, Desert, and then they should win this game. Miles here trying his best here to try to get a shot into X Libers here, but he does not actually get it. And Rambo, you can see like the Hori, like look at the Hori from Aphera. Look how far back and useless he's forced to be just because of his tank. He's not able to do anything. If he moves up too aggressive, he's going to get focused out like the Yegg did and die, right? And if he camps in the back of the map, then he can't really contribute to the focus fire. So Aphera, even though they managed to get triple cap somehow, they still end up losing this game just because of the fact of their lineup, in my opinion. Like, again, if this Hori is a heavy tank and he's playing a lot more aggressive, he should be able to, you know, contribute to the brawl a lot more than he did in the back of the map there with the Hori. So it's the only thing I can say about this game here. Overall, though, it was decently played by Aphera. Like, Aphera did actually, like, I don't know, the fact that Aphera even got, like, triple cap is kind of interesting. I'm kind of surprised they even managed to do that, you know, but props to them for doing it. It's just the fact that their lineup doesn't allow them to hold the triple cap, you know, after they get it. That's the main issue here. So I gotta check real quick when the next game is. Okay, next game is in half an hour, so we have a lot of time here to watch this next game. Very nice. Okay, I didn't want to be too worried about the time here. I don't like missing the game. All right, next game here is Aphera running a lot of TDs again. No, they only use one Hori. What about no, actually they are running a Flash. Okay, Flash and Hori again, bro. Like, I don't know why you would run TDs in this meta, bro. Like, TDs get absolutely, like, clacked by a 116 clip. Like, very interesting. Okay, but Aphera looks like they have a reason to use the Flash. Maybe they actually have a strat around it because they have a speed boost. You can very clearly see that this Flash here is just full sending towards the C corner here. Now, Desert should actually cap A before Aphera caps C because Desert have full info that Aphera is going C here, so they should be able to cap this. And Aphera, are they ready for this B cap decap? They need to decap B. It's actually like gonna be pretty difficult for them if they don't try to like reset B here. Looks like they are not resetting. They did not reset B. I'm actually again like I don't understand how these teams are getting away with the B cap like this. Like they need to not be getting away with this B cap. So interesting situation. I mean, I saw Aqua do very similar moves here, but like if you guys watch like PC Cat versus Aqua, PC Cat like heavily punished the B cap. Like they YOLO'd through B cap to kill the guy's cap B. They did not let these guys cap B for free, you know. And neither of these like challenger teams are doing that. They're just letting the teams cap B, which is like it's gonna put them on the back foot, man. Like losing B cap is not that easy to play Dynasty when you have double caps. It's not that easy to push Dynasty. On Dynasty, like it's such a small map, and if Aphera plays this properly, like they should have crossfire in just about every angle, like that enters towards like the CB area, you know. As long as they pen their shots and they don't like play too passive, they should be able to hold this pretty easily here, in my opinion. So Aphera here has a much better situation, even with double TDs here. They are actually like the thing is, Aphera has using double TDs to hold here, which is going to be good for them. In the past game, they were using double TDs to push in, which is like very bad. But TDs for holding is doable. They can definitely hold with TDs here. So I'm kind of curious to see what Aphera is able to do now. This one might be very bad peek there, I think, in my opinion. I mean, that's very ambitious there for him to think he can peek that and not get shot. But to be honest, Desert could actually easily cap B to be. Well, they could have. Not anymore, to be honest, actually. But I mean, Desert has a light tank. I don't like this light tank in the game is going to be like pretty useless. Although this 215B from Aphera is giving him so much bleeds. What is this guy doing? Is he going to die? He is a one shot. This is like how are you bleeding this much with a 215B, man? Like yeah, like I don't understand why he's playing so aggressive. Now Aphera does get the kill on the B cap there, so they do reset B. Like I think Aphera will win this game by caps. But that's it. I don't think like Aphera has too much to worry about here. They have good positions to reset C. The Hori and the 160 on the outside of C here are in a good situation. Fosh as well. He is somewhat of a Fosh is gonna farm a decent bit here. So like I think Aphera should win this game. I mean just by caps, you know. And by the way, if you don't notice in the bottom right of your map mini-map there, or top left of your minimap, Aphera has somebody capping A actually. So even if Desert somehow manages to cap C, they're still gonna have to cap B at some point. And if they cap B, the guy on A is just gonna go for B at this point. So I just don't see how this is gonna work out for Desert here. Even though they're winning by HP, I don't think they're gonna win this game by caps. I think Aphera has a better situation by caps here, especially this Batchat. If they can just kill this Batchat, he should die. Like this Batchat should die any second here. He is going to die from Marcinic. Marcinic here should have the kill on the Batchat. He's just gonna have to get around the dead body. There you go. He gets it. 975. I mean, again, even if Aphera loses this brawl here, like they're gonna win by caps. It's not possible for Desert here to stop all the caps anymore. Yeah, that's kind of what I said. Yeah. So again, similar pattern that we're watching with all the top 16 teams here. They are all kind of like allowing the teams to cap B, which is something the top 8 teams don't do, you know? That is kind of a bit of a difference here between top 8 and top 16 is just these kind of things here. A top 8 team is not going to let you cap B like this. It's very difficult to like reset B and like, you know, I mean, look at the pattern. Every single time a team got double caps on B, they ended up winning the game. That's like for all teams, not just like one team that's doing it. It's every team from each bracket. Whoever got B ended up winning the game. So I don't know. Maybe teams can kind of realize that, hey, maybe we should not be letting teams cap B so easily, you know? At least if you're going to cap B, you got to bleed them for it. You can't let them get out of B so easily. That's the only thing. So we're on to Port Bay here. Now Port Bay, double E50 pick from Aphera and the Grill. The Grill is a very weird pick. I think Aphera, like, I don't know what's up with them and TDs, man. They really do like their TDs for some reason. Maybe they're kind of trolling a little bit. Maybe they're not taking it 100% serious. I'm not really sure why. They're like, I mean, Grill is definitely, like, I would notice because there is a, I was streaming my Origin team on an A earlier, and somebody did a donation for us to play like 7 Grills or something. And 7 Grills is like, the Grill is really hard to play in this meta, man. Like in reactive, when you shoot a tank with reactive in a Grill, you are doing literally like 300 damage. Like the alpha is so bad that it's not even worth running a Grill, and you don't have reactive of your own. So any kind of brawl setup, you're at a huge disadvantage. So from first-hand experience, I can tell you that the Grill is a very difficult tank to make work like on this meta. Like it's very hard to make it work. I mean, if you camp redline the entire time and never get spotted, sure, you can do that. But this is a meta where you're not really able to camp redline all the time like this. Like, you know, like tanks are going to just ignore you, take a reactor, take a shot or two from you, and just move past you, you know? You can't really use the Grill that much, in my opinion. So, interesting situation here. Although they are actually, I mean, Desert made the Grill pick kind of useful here by not going C. They could have went towards C. The Grill is very useless on C here. I mean, Desert, can they repush C? I mean, looks like they are. Looks like they are repushing C, but I mean, Aphera doesn't really have the best positions to hold C, actually. They really don't have the best. They have double E50 only. They don't have a heavy tank that's actually ready to hold C, and they're actually going to run away with their E50s here. So if Desert does retake C here, they will get the cap, and to be honest, they have B cap as well, so it should be actually pretty good situation for them here. I think Desert could win this game if they retake B here. Again, they just need to avoid the grill. Once they avoid the grill, like, it should not be a hard game for Desert here. Although Desert does actually have the cap lead. They do have the... Okay, Desert has cap lead. So they could actually hold. They don't actually need to retake anything. They could just hold A here and hold B. And again, Aphera here has to push Desert with a grill. Like, that's the problem. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the TDs from Aphera here are going to kind of be a bit of a bottleneck for them. For any push that they make, it's very hard to push with turretless TDs with no reactive as well on top of that. Also, thank you very much for the subscription. I have no idea how to say your name in Russian, but thank you for the subscription, bro. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I gotta tone up in my Russian here. I don't really know too much Russian, but I know the basic words. Of course, they're not very good words, you know. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for the subscription, bro. Appreciate it. Now, again, based on this game here, like, Aphera is really in the back foot here. Like, they don't have caps and they have a turretless TD. I mean, Desert also has a TD, but their TD is defending. Like, that's a big difference. Defending is so much easier than pushing with TDs, you know? So, I just don't know how Aphera is going to push this. They have double E50s and a TD. Like, and, like, I don't know. Okay, they're capping B here. Aphera's capping B. I mean, Desert should have resets on this. Like, they should be prepared for this. Like, this is a pretty common thing here. And in my opinion, Marcinic should end up getting absolutely destroyed here with the resets. Marcinic should be, like, losing half his HP just for trying to get into B. Yeah, he loses, like, almost half his HP, actually. Yeah, I was correct with this. He should have lost a little bit more, actually, in my opinion. Definitely somebody bounced him, but, like, Aphera is just paralyzed. They have nothing to do to here. Like, there's nothing they can... Like, I don't think Aphera has a chance to win this game. Their only chance is this, they somehow steal A cap, but, like, I don't think they can do that. I mean, their lineup just isn't helping them at all here. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Like, I really don't think there's anything that Aphera can do. I think this is just GG, man. Like, go next, basically. Go garage, like, at this point. Like, what are you gonna do? Aphera's gonna have to do, like, some Hail Mary YOLO push into their spawn or something, but it's not gonna work, man. Like, Desert is stacked in their spawn, and they have a light tank even spawning it, so... yeah, I'm actually, light tank C. This light tank might actually retake C here from Desert. Desert could actually retake C if Aphera makes a move on B. But, like, I don't know. Like, what is Aphera gonna do here? There's nothing they can really do, man. Wherever they go, I mean, they're trying to cap A. It's not going to work for them. I mean, they have resets on this. Again, everybody who tried to go for the cap just lost half their HP. Like, Desert is just in a much better situation than Aphera. Desert should win this game without any issues at all here. Now, they are trying to cap B here. Now, Desert needs to reset B. As long as they reset B, they will win this game. And they are doing that. So, yeah, Desert Negabator here. Very obvious that he's going to go YOLO B here. If he can get the kill, it's going to be huge, by the way. And if this light tank is able to go for C, like, this light tank should be YOLOing for C right now. I don't know what he's doing. Desert light tank can go for C. I mean, he can stop C. He can stop the caps here. It's a big deal if he stops C, by the way. Yeah, there he is. He's starting to move. Can he start moving towards C? It's actually very important if he does that. Like, oh, no, he's prioritizing killing the E50. Okay, it's, I mean, it works out. Yeah, they won by cap. Okay, they won by 1k caps, even though they actually lost the B cap. But, like I said, Desert, like, they just had such better situation than... Like, what damage did the grill do? I don't know if the streamer is going to actually show, like, the damage here of the grill, but I feel like this grill had nothing to do the entire game. Like, he's not able to shoot anybody if they're all camping in the back of the map, you know? Grill, I mean, he did 1700, which is, like, better than most of his team, but still, just paralyzed. Like, it was not worth it. That 1700 damage is not worth it over having an extra tank that can actually push, like, the B cap if they needed it to, you know? So, just my honest opinion. So did I get... Okay, I got so scared. I thought I got an invite that I missed. Okay, we're good. We are good. Also, let me check my stream as well real quick. Do you think I'll get top 2 on NA this season? Yeah, I think so, to be honest. That's my... I would think so. Am I from NA? Yes, I am. I'm an NA player. Cookie saying, you have a tick. You say you know a lot. Yeah, I do, actually. It's just the way I say it. Maybe it's a bad habit. I don't know, but... It is just the way I talk. Alrighty. Alright, let's continue watching the rest of the set here. Alright. Let's move on to the next spawn of Port Bay here. It is best of 7, so it is definitely doable for Aphera here. I just think they really just need to, like, ditch their TDs, bro. These TDs are, like, really bottlenecking them. Now, next game, Aphera does actually get the cap lead on C cap, so they're playing C. And Desert here deciding to... I mean, they had the lineup to go C as well. I mean, both teams could have went C, but they just got scared of going C for some reason. I don't know why. Now, I don't really like Desert's situation here. Desert, like, again, like, I don't, like, You can't just take E50s and play them like passively. You either take E50s to win the C corner, or you don't take E50s at all. They might have been better off with like 7 heavies, you know? I don't really understand what the point of like being scared to play for C corner is, especially when like it's not like they really outnumbered you in C corner. I mean, they also had double E50 on the light tank. You had like, or you actually had the advantage. Had the advantage with the lineup there, actually. I mean, Desert could have won C a lot easier. I mean, they're recommitting to C here, but I don't think it's a good idea. It's the same mistake that Bobbers made, where they just sent the Kron to C corner by himself. Like, this is not going to go well for Desert here. I don't think this push is good at all. This Nagabeta is going to die at any moment here when Aphera gets behind him. Like, I mean, she is somehow allowed to. Like, how is he crossing guys? How is nobody shooting this guy? Okay, there we go. He shoots him once. That's it. Nobody else shot him. That's okay. That's actually just insanely badly played by Aphera here, to be honest. Like, this guy should be getting nuked for crossing it like this. Although, like, Marcinic should still have the advantage versus him if he can just, like, a pull a snipe him in a face hug, but seems like he's not doing that. So Desert actually somehow somewhat coming back from this, although not really. They're down 2 tanks right now. Yep. No, like I said, I mean, Aphera didn't even play this game that well, and Desert just still, like, shot themselves in the foot, basically. I don't see how they can win this game. Again, like I said, it's the exact same pattern I saw with Bobbers. Like, Bobbers, like, played the same way Desert is. And, like, you can't just, like, push C, like, half-ass like that. You have to either full send it or you can't play for it at all, you know? Like, you can't just, like, play for it mid-game like this. It's not going to work at all, you know? So, I think this is just a strat issue from Desert, or a call issue. Because, I mean, they did have the lineup to fight for C corner. They just didn't go C. I don't know why. So, a bit of a drop ball there, unfortunately. But we'll just move on to the next game here. I'm not going to even bother spectating this. I am very sure that Desert is going to lose this game pretty comfortably. And, yeah, they do. Okay. So what is the score here? It should be tied 2-2. Okay, now we are on Castilla. Now, Castilla, as I mentioned before, is not really a balanced map, Castilla. There is a spawn that has a much better spawn than the other one, so I'm not actually sure which team ends up on the better spawn. Aphera has a better spawn here. So Desert with... they have 3 light tanks, essentially, or 2 light tanks and a medium tank. Aphera here with 4. Or 2 light tanks and 2 E50, so 4 medium in total. So Desert does have a pushing potential here, but I mean, are these E50s safe? I think, to be honest, I think Desert could actually kill these E50s, to be honest. I think E50 is too tall to play this position. Yeah, it is too tall. Miles is going to get absolutely nuked here. He's just too tall to, like, hide in that cubby there. So Desert should have a free kill on this guy. They should have a free kill on the other guy, too. Like, it doesn't really matter. Although Soul Veil here, why is he going like this? I don't think he needs to. I think they're killing us. Like, Soul Veil just killed himself, in my opinion, here. Soul Veil, what are you doing, bro? What, like, you do not need to do this. This E50 is going to die no matter what. Like, Soul Veil could have just held this position, and Desert was going to kill their E50s just by the position that they have, because they're too tall to play there over time. They would have just HE'd the guy. Like, this guy's probably going to die. Yeah, dies to HE there from Desert. Yeah, there you go. Nice kill there. So, Desert with a bit of an advantage, although the E50 did kind of suicide Soul Veil. Did definitely not need to make that move there, but Desert still has a big advantage here. And they could focus on killing mid next after, actually. Seems like Desert Shadow here is going towards mid. The Bat Chat as well could go towards C and try to clip the middle from the C cap, you know. He could play a lot more aggressive with Bat Chat, in my opinion. Desert does have kills here in mid. They just need to kind of reload their clips and go for them when they have reactive. It's, yeah, Desert Light Tank as well. Team 100 going behind C there. Like, that's exactly what I was saying. Meter right here. Going to a pretty good position. He has good crossfire on the heavies now. So the heavies are actually really trapped there. And oh my god, he got ammo-racked. That guy just got ammo. I mean... He got ammo-racked, and you can blame the ammo-rack, but I think Aphera was going to lose the game no matter what, to be honest. Like, this guy was... It's just a matter of time till that their heavies on B died. Like, I just don't think they could have held B at all with the situation they had. Light tanks as well getting cross-fired from Church as well as Castilla, so... The windmill, yeah. GG's Desert there. Nicely played. I mean... Aphera here sending E50s to a position where E50s don't belong. That's the main mistake they did. It's just a strat issue, to be honest. I don't really think there's a whole lot that Aphera could have done. It's just like, if those E50s are going to die so easily, like, there's not much you can do to trade them. Like, they did trade them for one E50. Like, Soul Veil did kill himself for that one, for those 2 kills, but it's not a good trade. And in the end, they just lose the game. So, well played, Desert. They are now on match point versus Aphera. Let's see if Aphera can force us into a tiebreaker. I would like to see a tiebreaker. Hopefully, Aphera can win this. They do have the good spawn, or they have the bad spawn on Castilla, actually. Ooh, Aphera. Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot there, losing the good spawn on Castilla. Now they're on the bad spawn, so this is going to be a match point on the bad spawn for Aphera. Very difficult situation to find yourself in, really. But let's see what Aphera is able to do here. It looks like they are playing for a full A push, from what I can tell. light tanks. Did they send the light tank to that aggressive spot there or no? I can't tell. Yeah, they did. They sent Marcinic all the way down to that river position. I mean, Aphera could actually come back from this. I mean, Desert's actually giving him a lot of map control here. If Aphera can cap A and like reset B and then just like play holding positions for A, then they could do it actually. But Aphera does, again, Aphera has a very light lineup. They have Batchat, E50, light, so they have 4 tanks that are easily like killable. And a 50B as well, by the way. This 50B is a very paper tank. I think Aphera has a pretty bad lineup for this. And Desert, I mean, why are they trying cap B, bro? I don't understand. Like, Aphera, again, just like dropping the ball with their knowledge of the map here. Like, bro, like, you don't have C control. How are you going to cap B if you don't have C control? I really don't understand, like, the logic behind that. Of course it's not going to work. Like, you just lost half your HP on the only 2 tanks that you could have used for soaking up any damage. I mean, what are you, like, Aphera just lost all their pushing potential right now. They have a bunch of light tanks and E50s now. I mean, what are they going to... all their 116s, the ones that are, like, the only ones that can actually push in, lost half their HP. Aphera in a very bad situation here. Again, I just think Desert will win this game just by lineup. Even though Aphera does have cap, technically, so Aphera could just hold and play cap, but I think Desert can just, like, push somewhere with, like, 6 tanks and, like, what, like Aphera can't do much, you know? Now, Desert has 3 116s and E50. I mean, Desert also doesn't really have much of a pushing lineup, but, like, at least their 116s are still healthy. That is the main like, advantage that they have here, and I think, yeah, Desert could just retake A here. I don't know what's stopping him from like retaking A is actually not that hard, especially like Desert has info that 2 of the 116s, which are like the only tanks that they have to be scared of, are on B cap, by the way. That's huge information for Desert, you know? It's huge info. Huge info. Desert could use this information here to push A right now, and there is nothing that Aphera can do to stop them from capping A. So Desert, I don't know. I mean, they're going for the B cap, which could work, but I think A cap was definitely a better option here based on the info that like the 116s are nowhere near the A cap at all. Here, Desert is going to make this 116 somewhat relevant here. They're allowing them to kind of get shots in, although they are nuking them for it. So, I mean, Desert still has a pretty good play, actually, to be fair. Maybe they had a better play on B cap than it was for A, but I think they could have. Maybe they just weren't like close enough towards A with their heavies. Maybe that's why they opted to go for B cap. But either way, Aphera just like shooting themselves in the foot there. Like, I just... The only HP you could have had to reset B is gone now. Like, I mean, it's just cooked. It's cooked. Like, Aphera's GG, man. GG go next. They're down by 6k HP, basically. They have no positions at all. They're down by caps. They're down by lineup. They're down by everything. Like, there's nothing that Aphera has here. Like, they're just playing super passive when spawn, because that's the only thing they can do at this point. The best thing they can do is maybe do, like, a random YOLO push into something, but that's not going to work out. Like, Desert's not going to give them anything to kill, you know? Yeah, it's just GG. I'm just going to go next. I already know that 100% Desert's going to win this game. Let's just go forward, I guess. I mean, we'll see what... I mean, yeah, he tries to cap C, which doesn't work for him. He's also going to die capping C, this guy. Yeah, it's just... This is going to be a complete steamroll. Well played, Desert. GG to Desert. So, we have Desert versus, I believe it is... what's it called? So, let me check the time here real quick. 11 minutes left until the game, so... I'll get the invite out in 5 minutes. So, I actually have time to actually play a quick pub game here. So let me get a pub game up for you guys. Keep you entertained, I guess, until the next one. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. There you go. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, I do kind of want to play the 116, actually. I've been kind of playing around with a single shotgun. I don't know if the single shotgun is actually good or not. I mean, I saw some teams using it earlier, but I have actually no idea if it's actually going to be good. So let's go ahead and get the 116 out here. We'll play, I think we have time for 1 or 2 games here. So we'll get that out real quick.
Time to roll out.
I'm going to go towards the heavy side here. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. We are safe now, kind of. It's a little bit risky if somebody comes from behind me, but this STRV is definitely the guy I want to kill. Do I have something? Oh, I have nobody to kill him with me. Damn it. And I have amazing packet loss and ping, guys. Oh my god, I love my Wi-Fi so much. Yeah, I am going to die here. This is definitely not a good play that I've done here. It's just a matter of time till I die here. There's nothing I can really do. Yeah. Alright, bad play there. To be honest, I thought my team would be a lot more aggressive. Like, what is this? Bruh. I keep forgetting I'm playing on EU server, not NA. On NA, this guy would get yielded in the first second of the game there. I would have maybe got away with that, but yeah, I mean, E100, Giga Chat player over here just sitting sideways getting nuked by 183. He took it like a champ, bro, and this Minotaur just AFK as well. Like, what is it? Okay, yeah, just GG, bro. Alright, I'm gonna exit and go next game. To be honest, I don't like the single shot 116. I feel like if I had a clip there, it would have been so much more useful than the single shot. I really don't enjoy the single shot whatsoever. Let me get the Chieftain out here. Try to get a game out real quick. Nice warm-up game for me here. You can tell I have not played the game all day here. Alright, I'm going to play this game very passive because, yeah, this is a EU server over here, and, I don't know, players just like to camp a lot. I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know what the hell that game was, bro. Like, E100 AFK, basically, Quan AFK, Minotaur AFK, like, useless team, basically. And yeah, I played in a position that like relies on teammates, and that's a mistake on my end. I should not be playing that aggressive, especially when teammates are notoriously unreliable. So in that case, I'm going to play a lot more selfish, play somewhere passive in the middle of the map here where I could kind of just farm and not have to worry too much about getting nuked. And I got the shot of C100. Oh, he stopped actually. Okay. Bro. How am I spotted from here? Okay. Alright. Interesting game, bro. Definitely not playing. Bro, I hate playing on PC. I've not played on PC for such a long time, by the way. I'm only playing on PC because I am streaming on PC anyways right now. It doesn't really make sense for me to switch to my iPad, but you know what? It's whatever. It's not really an excuse for peeking that like that, but yeah. Let me just go cap C here at this point. I need to play a lot more patient here. I'm just playing too aggressive, I think, for the teammates that I have. And I'm lagging 400 ping, bro. Amazing. Okay. Tree just fell right there. I saw that tree fall, so I know that somebody was there. These teammates, bro. Okay, how do you die on top of C, bro? Like, what? In a very safe position, and you somehow managed to get yourself killed. Interesting. This grill's in a very bad spot, too, actually, if I'm being honest. My 62p as well is kind of suiciding. I mean, you know, wait, let me see if I can get a couple of shots in this Quan here. I just like cover the 60p here just for like whatever seconds I can here, but yeah, it's just, bro. Yeah, this is GG, man. Like, what is my team doing, man? The worst team I've ever seen. Holy crap. And amazing teammates, bro. Really, like, just, I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea, and this grill's gonna probably kill me here. I do have to reload to get one shot into him, but he just destroyed my engine, so I'm just cooked here. I really hope this STB doesn't peek me. Alright, Grill's shot. It's my only chance to get him killed here. Oh, I can't even do it. Yeah, STB got me. Alright, I'm going to play something AFK then at this point. I think there's only a couple minutes left until the invite, by the way, so let me go ahead and see what is left. How much time do we have here? 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't have time for another game. Unfortunate. Amazing 2 games from korahkorah here. Right, I swear I've not played on PC for so long that I don't know. But then also, like, these games I played really aggressive. And the Chieftain one, I don't know what I could have done there. Like, my team just dies on top of C somehow, and then I have like a 60 TP suiciding, and like I'm trying to trade him, but I'm of course losing the trade because he's just dying for free at this point. And then every time I'm peeking to try to trade him, I lose the trade. I'm losing HP more than I'm getting from farming the enemy. So yeah, just cooked the game there, to be fair. Nothing I could really do. Hello, Eric. you get the invite yet. Me too. Here we go. Alright, so what maps actually do we have today? We have Normandy. I mean, which teams are we actually spectating? We are spectating, yeah, we're spectating the upper bracket. Okay, makes sense. Desert versus Nexus on Normandy, Faust, Wintermal. Okay. I mean, Normandy is a very campy map, to be honest. It's not really that enjoyable to commentate. Because typically what happens in Normandy is one team gets the cap lead and the other just like whoever gets the cap lead just camps, and the one who doesn't have the cap lead has to do like a last second push a little bit. Normandy is not a very easy map to do like early pushes on early game stuff, so it'll be interesting to see that. The reason why Normandy is very difficult to make early game pushes on, I'll tell you guys why it is like that, is because of the spawns a little bit. That's like a big part of it, is the spawns. Because Normandy, the spawns are random, so you always have like 3 tanks spawning on the low side, and then 4 tanks spawning on the top side. You don't, it has no correlation to whether you're a light tank or a heavy or anything, so you can't really make any aggressive push with 4 heavies, because you're basically going to be 4 versus 4 on top, right? And you can't really make a push on bottom, because the bottom is like the bad low ground on the map, essentially, you know, so nobody really wants to push bottom that much, so it's like really difficult to make any kind of plays on Normandy, you know, like early game. In Normandy, you kind of have to do like really like late game rotations and stuff, like red lines, so you don't get spotted and stuff like that. And then maybe then you're able to actually do something with your, you know, like your setup, I guess. But it's a very tough map to commentate, in my opinion. So, okay, we have less than 2 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and start checking the lineups here now. Desert taking 116 Super Conk and RHM. RHM, I've seen RHM used before in Normandy. It could be used for the speed boost. The reason teams like to use the speed boost light tank is because of the cap lead, like purely for cap lead. That's like the only reason some teams use RHM. I don't know why else you'd use an RHM. I think it's purely for the cap lead. They're trying to cap like the base faster than the enemy team is able to cap it. So that's what I mean. Desert seems to be playing that kind of strat where you just want to get cap lead and just like camp in the back with a bunch of tanks, you know, and just wait for Nexus to have to be forced to like push in here. Now Nexus taking a light tank, only 1 light tank. So I mean, there's a high chance that Desert here will have the cap lead. I highly doubt that Nexus is going to be able to get the cap lead with only 1 light. So Nexus lineup here is going to have to end up being a brawl lineup, a push lineup. However, again, like they're not taking like pushing lineups. Like Nexus taking a Hori and a 215B. Those are not really tanks that can really push in, you know. So I'm not really sure what the game plan here from Nexus is. I mean, they're playing very passive setup that depends on caps, but like, you know, you're not going to have caps that much. Like Nexus only has like really 3 tanks that can push in. It's a 116, so that's it. The Kron from Nexus is not going to be able to do a whole lot. Because Kron is not really a pushing tank, it's a holding tank. Hori is a holding tank, 215B is a holding tank, and the light tank of course is a holding tank. So in a way, Desert has double lights, but Desert's lineup is more flexible actually with like what they have. I like Desert's lineup a lot more than I like Nexus lineup in my opinion here. But we'll see what they're able to do here. Very curious to see what Nexus is like the plan here with the Hori is. Maybe they have some kind of nuke setup, but at the same time, Normandy is like very hard to get nukes on, you know. Normandy is kind of divided in the middle of the map with the big hill. Like, it's not that easy to get a whole lot of damage out with the Hori unless the enemy is pushing you. But again, Nexus is playing a setup where they're going to be the ones that have to push, not the other way around. So, let's see how it goes. No idea how the game's going to go well. I don't think I've seen these teams play each other before, but Nexus, of course, having a good performance in the early game versus Bobbers. Desert having a pretty decent performance versus Aphera as well. So, should be an interesting game. Hopefully, we have some nice close games. I would like a tiebreak as well. Obviously, anytime I'm streaming, I'm always kind of rooting for the tiebreak. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Hello, NetForce. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Here we are. We are in game now. Okay, so let us see how this goes here. I mean, RHM, again, like, it depends on spawn. I don't know where he's going to spawn, but I'm pretty sure they're using him just for fast cap. That's, like, the only reason you would use an RHM. The T100 is actually kind of better than the RHM in, like, every way, essentially. So, the only benefit of the RHM is just the speed boost and the fact that you can get, like, caps maybe earlier. I don't see any other reason why you'd use it, so let's see how that goes. Okay, so RHM spawned towards the top side here. Yeah, you can see bro's using the speed boost already. Yeah, he's using purely the speed boost just to fast cap D. 100%, that's like the only reason Nexus or Desert picked this tank out. They are gonna like fast cap D by a long shot too. They're not giving like, yeah, this is gonna be like a They almost fully capped D by the time the Nexus light tank even went towards C. That's kind of funny. Now Nexus is playing towards A here. Looks like in my Nexus seems like they're setting up for like a triple cap on A here. They might be able to get away with it actually. But again, like Desert has good reset positions. Like Desert Kampuchuk here is going to be able to reset A. Same with Soul Veil if he just moves up a little bit more. Can he get the resets here? That's going to be very important here. Nexus playing for the reset. They need to reset Desert. You guys got to reset. If you don't reset, you're going to lose this game here. Okay, only one reset. That's it. Oh boy. Okay, Soul Veil finally showing up. They need to reset the guy to let coffee time. Oh, they don't reset him. Okay. Wow. Nexus. Okay, so Nexus actually does get the cap lead on A. Gets it very easily as well, by the way. Very surprised. And how on earth did this guy lose the trade? What the hell? How did he lose the trade there? What? This should be a hull down position, man. What do you mean? I'm so confused. Where is this guy getting shot from? The turret. Ah, the cheek. Okay. They just all penned him in his turret. That's actually kind of funny. Wow. Interesting. Okay, I mean, I've never seen this position get bled out more than it bleeds out the A cap. Like, Nexus won that trade and they got both bases, so I guess I was wrong. I mean, Nexus might be able to win this game, although Desert's trying to cap B here, but it's not going to work out. I mean, I'm more here spotting B, so I think Nexus has a very good situation here. I mean, Desert has a better pushing lineup than Nexus does, but Nexus is holding here, and they're doing exactly everything they need to be holding. Ori in the back. Kron's pretty safe. Striker here with the light tank. If they ever push Striker, he can just run away. But, I mean, Desert, maybe their best chance of Desert here is to kill the Kron and cap C. That might be the best shot that they have here to make this game close at least, but no idea. Ori gets spotted somehow. How did he get spotted from back there? Light tank? Oh, wait, light tank must have spotted from the plane, actually. That's the only way he might have got spotted. I don't know how. Like, Corey has pretty good camo. It's a TD camo here. Now, Desert, again, trying to B cap. I don't know why they're trying to cap B. This guy should be getting shot by Striker. Striker should have a shot on this meteorite guy. Can he get a shot in? I think he's, like, spotted, though, so that's why he's not peeking, but he definitely could have hit that guy. The guy spotted for 20 is also good info. Ooh, nice blind shot there from Desert. Nice try there. He does not quite connect, but, I mean, Nexus just has Desert kind of in a chokehold here. Desert, I don't know what they're going to do here. Like, my opinion, if I'm the Desert caller here, I'm calling to kill the Kron and try to cap C. There's no way you can take A, and Desert already knows that there's, like, 3 tanks on A. Like, they know this as a fact. So, yeah, I think that's what they're doing. It's a good call, in my opinion, if they're able to kill this Kron here. I mean, this Kron is kind of trapped. If he backs up, the Super Kong should shoot him, and then Desert just needs 2 116s to kill this Kron from the front. And then they can kill the light tank, maybe? Maybe the light tank could be a kill, actually, if they are... I mean, light tank's hard to kill. They just need to kill the Kron first. Kill the Kron and cap C. That's, like, the best call that Desert can do right now. They do have the time to do this, but they're, like, being very hesitant here. I don't know why. Oh, boy. Why is this Kron not being the one that's focused? They're, like, trying to kill the light tank first, which is, like, a mistake. Striker was actually a pretty nice play, low-key. Is he going to get away with... Ooh, okay. He's lucky that Soul bounced him there, but I think actually it might not have been a good play. He might have been better off just staying there. So, Desert does get 2 kills. They have double caps, and they have the C cap here. The Hori is in a very bad position, by the way. Desert should be, like, full sending for this Hori here, especially with Soul here. Soul Veil here is very healthy. You can just clip out the 2 and 5B here. Oh, you guys should kill the 2 and 5B first. Kill the 2 and 5B. Bob. I don't know what that was. That was a bad play for Bobello there. He just died for no reason. He could... I mean, they were going to kill these 2 tanks no matter what. He did not need to die at all, actually, for them. They could have just clipped the 2 and 5B first and then went for the Hori after. I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, but... I don't know if it's going to really matter. I mean, it might matter, but... Like, it's somewhat close by HP, but I think Desert has better positions. Look at Desert. Desert's all on the high ground here, so it's like Desert really has every situation it could possibly want here. I mean, Nexus is just forced to stay on the low ground of Egg here. They're not going to win the game by caps, and Desert has triple cap. I mean, all 3 caps on the map are on the high ground on the map here, so... Well played by Desert. I actually think they played that pretty well. I mean, a little bit of a couple mistakes here and there, but they did exactly what I said they should do. Like, as a caller, I said very obviously, like, they should push this Kron, and because pushing A is, like, A is not easy to cap, you know. And I mean, Desert had a pretty good lineup to reset A here, so well played by Desert. I mean, Nexus had a good lineup to reset A. But well played by Desert. They do find a way, but I've never seen a tank lose that much HP in this, like, bunker here before. That is something I've never seen before. I have a feeling he made a mistake, or maybe he's not running armor. Maybe he's running like HP or something. If you are using the 116, you should be using armor, because it makes a difference on your turret. You know, it makes your turret a lot less like likely to be penned. So interesting game there from Desert. Nice comeback, to be honest. They were definitely on the back foot that game. And T100 doing 5 damage. That deserves a fire emoji right there. 5 damage. T100. But it was they ended up winning the game, so it's all good. It's all fun and games at this point. But I don't know how he managed to do 500. Did he like ram somebody, or did he like shoot HE? He might have shot HE. The only damage that T100 did was resetting A, I think. Actually, that was the only thing he did. MVP of the match, man. The most important 5 damage I've ever seen. That's kind of funny. All right, well played, Desert, though. All right, so we move on to the next game here. Next is again with only 1 light tank. Desert, what are they running? They are running only 1 light tank as well. Okay. Well, unless they would change, but Crons. Nexus is spamming a hell of a lot of Crons here. Now, based on Nexus lineup, I can already kind of guess that they're probably going to go towards the middle of the map here, towards like the between B and A. You know, I don't know where else Crons are usable. Like Crons are not. Maybe plane as well. They could be going plane with Crons actually, but Crons in plane is not really ideal because Cron doesn't have reactive. So if you send a bunch of Crons into plane, what Desert could do, they could just like wait till like all their 116s are like in position. They could just full dump the Cron with reactive, and the 116 will always beat a Cron in a 1v1 situation because it has reactive, whereas the Cron doesn't. That's the only difference, you know. Cron has better DPM and stuff like that, yeah, sure, but 116 has reactive. You can just dump and kill the Crons and back off, basically. So I think Desert has a better lineup here if they can read the situation correctly. Crons, I mean, the Crons are not bad. It's just like they don't have any reactive. Desert or Nexus has no reactive here. If they have to make any push, like I mentioned this earlier, like in the beginning of the game of the last round here, I said that Desert having 2 light tanks still has more mobile of a lineup than Nexus does. And you can see how their lineup actually helped them at the end of the game there. Desert found themselves in a situation where they had to push. I guarantee you Desert was not planning to play like a push strat here. They just found themselves in a situation because they didn't reset A. I mean, they would not be playing an RHM and a light tank to try to fast cap C if they were trying to play for a brawl, you know. Desert was definitely playing to hold, but their lineup being pretty flexible allowed them to actually come back from a situation they were in a big disadvantage in. Whereas Nexus here, I don't know if they will be able to do the same thing with Crons. Like, if Nexus finds themselves in a situation where they don't have caps, they are going to have a struggle to push here with Crons. Like, 116s are definitely much better at pushing than Crons are, so it is a bit of a double-edged sword. Of course, Crons might be better for some early game strat that they have, but in the mid game when you start having to rotate and make a push here, for sure, Desert lineup is definitely a lot more, you know, flexible than Nexus lineup in my opinion. Now, both light tanks going towards D, although I think the speed boost on this guy is going to actually make him get D before he gets C. The speed boost coming in clutch, so he's going to get, Desert's going to have the cap lead here. Now, can they actually reset A, or they doesn't look like they even play for A reset. Desert looks like they're playing for a full top side push here. They're sending Super Conks into plane. Now, this is actually a very good call here. If Desert can full commit to this is actually a very good call. Because look at, there's 4 heavy tanks of Nexus on A cap. They are severely out of position. Nexus is very out of position here. Now, Desert, of course, does not notice. They have no info on what's, like, in mid and shit. But basically, Nexus should, like, if Desert full sends here, they could kill 2 Crons for free here. If they just push. Now, they don't know that. Of course, they don't know that. If I'm a caller, I also don't know that, so I'm not really doing that. However, that is kind of the only problem with Desert here. If Desert had a guy on A cap to spot all these tanks, like, imagine they had the info that there's, like, 4 tanks on A. If they sent, like, a light tank to spot A cross there, they would have had this info, and that would have given them immediately, like, the go-ahead for pushing top here, because top is definitely pushable. But it looks like Desert is opting to play this very slow. Now, next is you're capping A again, okay. Desert, you guys are going to have to push top, and that's exactly what they're doing. Okay, so Nexus here kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, in my opinion. Capping A with so many heavies, like, they should have capped A when they started rotating their heavies top, because, I mean, Nexus, or Desert here should start pushing top the second they see a double cap on A, and that's what they're doing. Like, Desert here should have a free kill on this Cron here, as well as Limitless is also, like, a very bad spot. Striker as well, and even worse of a spot. Striker just got himself killed here. Striker is going to die because of this. He is trapped. Striker is trapped and they can't push anywhere. Now, Desert needs more tanks to push the red line here. There's not enough. Bro, what is this half? Desert kind of pushing this a little bit half-assed, but it is kind of working for them, but it's not ideal. They should be trying to kill these Crons here. They do kill Limitless, which is nice, but, like, Desert, like, they're kind of like Soul and Capybara, or Campy Potchik, I guess. I don't like how they played this position here. I'll show you guys in strat sketch what they should have done here. I'll go over the mistake, but I think they should have, like Desert might have thrown this game for themselves here. They should have won this game. They had a better situation, better lineup, better like positions in general. They just didn't play it too well. Although it is a very close game still. It could go any way, but I think Nexus has the advantage in the situation here. Because Nexus has a 2v1 on meter right here, and Nexus like is not really like this 116 is going to die, but they're going to trade Negabator for him essentially. So it's going to be a good trade, I think, for Nexus here. Yeah, good trade. And M4 is pretty safe. They can't kill M4. This guy's going to die. So it is going to be a 4v2 very soon here. Oh, that mid. Okay, it could have been a 3v2. Although this kill shot bouncing was kind of not bad. Not good at all, but I mean, this light tank's going to have to be a superhero here. Is he going to... I mean, he might actually... Wait. This light tank might actually do it. If he can kill the Kron and hunt down the enemy light tank without getting nuked too hard from the enemy Kron, maybe the superhero move here could actually work out for him. Bro's carrying his team on his shoulders. Can he get the kill? I don't know if he can get the kill here. Oh, he kind of low rolls. He needed a high roll there. Can the desert guy shoot the Kron? If he can shoot the Kron, it's huge, by the way. Oh, Kron misses! It's doable. Oh my god, this is... Oh, light tank superhero, man. He almost had that. I mean, maybe it's... If Shadow here can kill the light tank on Nexus, maybe he can, like, win a face hug versus, like, the Amor here, but this light tank should just play it slow and just run away from him. That's actually very... Oh, Maxwell with HE, by the way, 650. Unlucky for... He gets the kill there. Okay, now, I mean... Can you make a miracle happen? I mean, this guy's reactive. He could survive one more shot here, but, I mean... It's going to take, like, a generational throw here for Desert to win this, and, yeah, they don't... Yeah. Let me go ahead and strat sketch and, guys, show you what the mistake from Desert was here, because Desert, in my opinion, definitely should have won this game. 100% Desert deserved to win this game. Let me go ahead and show you on Normandy real quick what they could have done to win this game. Let me just real quick ready up, and I'll show you on Normandy what the mistake of Desert was here. So, let me real quick, just gotta ready up. We're ready up. Okay. Now we go to my OBS. Gotta open up Chrome. There we go. Alright. Here is a mistake Desert did. So, Desert actually had a very good situation here. If you take a look, I'm going to draw in orange the positions that Nexus had. Nexus had a light tank trapped behind this house, man. Like here. They had a light tank here. They had like a Kron here, and they had like some other guy that came from here to like try to like reinforce the corner. Now, what Desert did, I've drawn them in green here. They had like 2 tanks in C. They had 2 tanks here, and like 1 tank in plane or whatever. Now, if these C tanks could have just like pushed in like from the red line like this on the right side, they could have had a 4 tank overmatch, and they could have like left 1 guy on C or whatever, like somewhere here to pre-aim the light tank, because this light tank was a kill. This light tank was definitely a kill here, because if Desert pushes the light tank from the right and they pre-aim him from the front, this light tank is going to be a kill. They would have killed both these Krons as well, and this guy is also kind of useless. But Desert kind of like, I don't know why they tried to cap C hard. They should not try to cap C. They should be pushing first and then capping C after they clear this area. Because Desert had a big gun advantage. They had like 6 tanks ready to push this, whereas Nexus here had a light tank that's trapped and only like 2 tanks that were basically going to be killed the second they got pushed on. 2 tanks without reactive, by the way. They didn't have any 116s here. They had Krons. Like if Desert just pushes the right side here, they would have easily won this game in my honest opinion. A bit of a throw from Desert. I think they should have won this game. They deserved to win this game by positions. They just didn't really like they really executed that well. That's the only thing I have to say. But overall, it was a decent recovery from Nexus. I mean, Nexus recovered while having like a light tank being trapped behind a building. That's actually pretty like impressive on its own. So without further ado, let's go into the next game here. We are on Faust, a pretty brawly map as well. Faust is a pretty brawly map. I mean, I haven't actually had time to look at their lineups here, but let's see. They're using Kron E50 and then a light tank as well for Nexus. So Nexus is pretty light actually, whereas Desert's using an E6. I like Desert's lineup a lot more, to be honest. I mean, E6, some teams use E6 to go to this balcony over here. There's like a balcony position on top of the like the ramps, like in front of the ramps basically. They could be using E6 for that position, although it does not look like they are. I mean, Desert just has a much better pushing lineup than Nexus does. Nexus has first of all, two mediums essentially, and a Kron with no reactive. So Nexus is already a little bit handicapped by their lineup slightly. Desert has a much better lineup than Nexus does, in my opinion. Now, they try to blind fire reset. It's not going to work, of course. It's very difficult to hit that shot with HE, I think. They probably try to like HE to the ground, I think. Yeah, you can see right there. The HE shell exploding on the ground. That's like, they were trying to HE to ground, but it's not really easy to do that. Very difficult to do that, even with like a big alpha gun, even like a Type 5 or something. I think would not be able to do that. But Desert opting for a full ACAP strat here. They kind of sacrificed their ramps. So to be honest, like Desert has a better lineup, but I don't really like how they played this game here. I mean, Desert is I think what they're gonna do, they're just gonna full push Amor here. I think, in my opinion, that might be what their strat is. Is that what they're doing, or no? They're going back to spawn one tank, but they are full pushing. Why would you use reactive? Can't be Podshock there. Cammy Podshock. That's some bad use of reactive armor there. Wasted reactive, which is gonna mean that he's not gonna push with reactive for another minute, which is bad in this meta. In this meta, if you guys waste reactive like this, it's very not good. So, because it basically means, like, if Nexus wants to push this guy, everybody on Nexus is going to be calling out, okay, this guy doesn't have reactive, we focus him. You know, so it's going to make their push much easier. Although, it's not really going to make a big difference because Desert doesn't seem like they actually need the reactive right now. Although, like, you can see, he is pushing. Like, imagine if he had reactive right now. It would be nice if he could push right now with reactive, but he doesn't. He wasted it earlier, so. Now, Nexus is getting double caps here with the T100. I mean, Nexus has a good situation here, but, like, Amor is a free kill here if Desert decides to push him here. They just need to push him with a little bit of confidence here. They're kind of... I mean, they're probably waiting for this guy's reactive to come back. Like I said, that was a mistake to waste reactive. I honestly think that's what they're doing. They're just waiting for the reactive to come back, then they're going to push this guy. But imagine if he had not wasted reactive, they could have killed this guy already. But now they're giving time for Nexus to come back to their spawn and cover Amor here. Amor was very isolated. They could have pushed him while they're capping C there. But, like, this hesitation is going to kill Desert here, in my opinion. I think Desert's going to lose a lot of HP because of this hesitation they're doing here. Although, I think Amor is still going to be a kill no matter what. But it's going to cost them a lot more HP. Now, again, why is only one tank pushing? Where's the... Like, why are you guys camping behind him? Move in, guys. Meteorite and Desert, like, campy here. They're just, like, letting this guy, like, eat the shots here. They should be moving in, trying to kill him. Or they're just waiting for reactive to run out. Maybe they're waiting for reactive, actually. Can they get the kill? I mean, this guy should be a kill. Amor is definitely going to be a kill here. 100%. Now, I think Desert has good positions overall, though. Like, I mean, Nexus doesn't really have a lineup that's ready for a brawl. Like, Nexus is solely trying to trade off of this guy here, but it's not going to work out for them. Bit of a fail, like, holds there, in my opinion. I mean, but Nexus does still have double caps, but look at this bat chat. Ooh, this bat chat might be making a bit of a... I mean, I think it's not a bad play, to be honest. I think it's not a bad play at all. He did get nuked for it, but this guy has to cover him. If Shoku here can cover him, it's doable. If he doesn't cover him, then it's GG. And yeah, he's not covering. This light tank is able to just push over and kill him. So, Desert's going to lose the C side here, but they could win the D side still. They have a pretty big advantage. This Kron can be a kill. Like, I don't know why. This E6 needs to go in, man. Like, what is he doing? Bro, Desert is playing so passive here for the situation that they find in it. Like, they're going to lose Shoku any second here. Desert needs to start going in. This E6 is the only one that can kill the Kron here. He needs to kill the Kron, this E6, right now. Like, there's no time left to waste here. Kill the Kron. And if Desert can kill it somehow, this E50 would be huge, by the way. But no, they're not able to kill him, unfortunate. Now, this guy's going to die as well. But the Kron kill could be doable. And if they can kill Coffee Time, it's also doable as well. Now, it is going to be... It is 5v5 right now, 4v5. Desert has the disadvantage, but they are going to kill one more tank here. Coffee Time should die. Soul here is going to die as well soon, but I think Desert has the HP here to win this game. They are winning by HP, and Soul is not really that easy of a kill. He is not that easy of a kill, to be honest. He is playing pretty safe, and this E6 from Desert is very mobile. This E6 can be used to hunt down the light tank and the E50, actually, so I think Desert has a pretty good situation here. They should win this game, in my opinion. They are going to get the caps as well. However, Pika here, if he can, like, put a big clip in, he might actually be able to change the tide here of the game here. Man, Pika could carry this game for... Oh, he bounces! It's a huge bounce. If he penned that shot, it'd be huge. Okay. He does get the pen, but, like, I mean, I think he's just going to die, though. Like, where is the... Nexus here is not going to farm enough off of him to, like, make this a close game. I mean... You see what I mean, though? Had that guy not bounced that shot, had Pika not bounced that one shot, he could have actually had, like, 2 shots loaded for Shadow here, and Shadow could have been a 1 shot, and Soul is also a 1 shot, which makes this game a lot more doable for the light tanks here. But, like, Nexus Striker as well. Why are you still here, bro? Striker, you are going to be spotted, and you are going to be trapped. He should have ran when he had the chance to run. I don't know why he didn't run. Okay, this game's definitely cooked for Nexus here. I mean, Nexus was winning by cap a little bit. I mean, maybe they are somewhat winning by cap, but, like, this guy's not going to do anything. He's just perma spotted by Soul here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Desert is going to win this game pretty easily. They are getting triple cap, by the way, so yeah, this should be an easy win here, unless somehow, like, I mean, if Soul can get, if Striker can get a kill on Soul, like, last second, which is, like, a big stretch anyways, because, like, Soul's not even a 1 shot for him, then yeah, maybe, but yeah, this is just cooked, yeah, and Striker just trapped. So I think Nexus again just shooting themselves in the foot with their lineup that they're taking, man. Like they're really not farming a whole lot, and they're not able to like they're double lights, yeah. Like they were able to win the flank, which is nice and stuff, but I just don't think it was worth it losing the heavy brawl that like heavily, you know. I mean, Devotion, you're doing some good damage, but I don't know. The problem with Nexus here is like the Kron, bro. Like this Kron was such an easy kill. If that Kron was like a 116, then maybe this game would have been like a little bit closer, actually. I think, actually, you know what? I think if Nexus had a 116 instead of the Kron, they would have won this game. Because the 116 would have survived with React a little bit longer, and Nexus just needed a little bit more time, to be honest, to be able to, like, trade the other side of the map there, so... Came down to very fine margins, but I really think, Nexus just doesn't have the 116, which is, like, the... Again, I mentioned this on my stream yesterday, but, like, not having a 116 is actually pretty... He does have the 116. Why is he not playing the 116 then? I don't understand. Like, this guy has the 116. But he still tries to play the Kron. I don't know what possible advantage you can have with the Kron. What about, like, the Super Kongs? Because Super Kong's not really good on Faust either, to be honest. I mean, they do have 116s. Why are they... Okay. I have no words then. I don't know why they're not using 116. 116 are just better in every way. This guy doesn't have a 116, but everybody else has a 116, actually. So Nexus has the luxury of running like 5 116s if they really wanted to. Unless these are like test tank 116. Maybe they were testing it and they didn't actually have the tank in their garage. That could be the reason why they have 100 battles in it and then just, they just never played it after that. Could be it, but... Desert again with a much better lineup in my opinion. They are using the Batchat E6 again and 5 116s. They're just very flexible with this E6 pick. Same with the 116s, man. Like they're just so... 116s are good for holding, they're good for pushing, they're good for everything. Whereas the Kron is only good for holding, and even holding, like, you eventually, like, once the 116s, like, reload their clips and stuff, you get absolutely killed in the Kron. You're basically at 2 clip because you don't have reactive, so... Interesting lineup here, choices for him next, I think, in my opinion, but maybe they can make it work. Maybe they have a reason for taking the Kron. I really don't know why, though, but maybe there's a reason I don't know about. We will have to see, I guess. I mean, the speed boost could be something, but, I mean... Speed boost on this map is not really that important. There's nowhere you can really go that early with speed boost anyway, so I don't see like how... Yeah, he's not really using speed boost anyway, so I think he's just playing the Kron because he wants to play the Kron or because he doesn't have the 116. That's the only logical explanation I could come up with here, but again, like this Kron, I guarantee if they put a 116 instead of this Kron, they could do a much better job, but maybe they don't have it. I'm gonna just guess that he doesn't have it. Maybe he tested the 116 or something and just never ended up playing it. Maybe that's what happened. I have no idea. But anyways, Desert your fast capping D with the light tank. Actually, the heavy low-key gets... did the heavy cap before they did? Well, this is like they're equal on caps. They're dead even on... Oh, okay. I think Nexus has a cap by like half a second, basically. Half a millisecond cap, basically. Nexus has a cap, actually. So the heavy tank low-key cap before the light tank did. That's kind of funny. Now, Desert here opting out for an A strat. They are playing very similar as what they did last game. They're playing almost identical, actually. So basically like a straight-up mirror. They're leaving the Batchat in their spawn here, and they're sending all tanks towards A. Now, is Nexus going to give them a kill on A? That is like the main thing here. It looks like they could, although Limitless here. Can you... I don't know. I think Limitless might be a kill here if he's not backing out of his position. I mean, Nexus has a lot better coverage on him this time, but still. 116's 2 clips are enough to kill. Like, again, if Nexus was a 116, then he would be okay, but he's a Kron. A Kron with no reactive is, like, in such an exposed position. Like, this one is an easy kill, in my opinion. I mean, Nexus is covering him with all tanks here. They are not really pre-aiming him, but... I mean, actually, this Kron is a very easy kill, to be honest. These guys... If Desert pushes red line from behind A, I think this Kron is going to die very, very fast. I don't think Nexus can really trade this. They're 116, like, there's buildings in the way blocking them. 116 is like, what are they aiming at? They're aiming at, like, this exact spot here. Which I don't know why they're really aiming at that, because, like, that spot is hull down. Like, if you have a tank peeking up on this, like, right ramp here, you are hull down there, so it's not like they can even, like, really get shots in there. Like, they're just going to be shooting his turret, basically, and praying for, like, a Coppola shot. That's the only thing you can really do with the 116 at that range. But it seems like Nexus, again, going for triple cap, okay? They have triple cap. Now, Desert needs to start killing this Kron, man. They need to do what they did last game, just not waste their reactive while they're doing it. This should be an easy win for them. Okay, he's using reactive, okay. Now, this Kron is kind of getting a little bit safe here, but... If Desert, imagine if Desert had somebody come up behind him from here. They would have like full clipped the Kron there. This Kron was an easy kill if they didn't all push from the same direction there, but they kind of allowed him to get away there. Kron being a lot more survivable than he should be based on his situation, to be honest. But it seems like Desert don't really care about the Kron kill anymore. They're just going for the C-cap, but this might be a mistake, to be honest, because C-cap is going to be a big brawl here on C-cap. I think that this guy is going to die any second here. He is being full sent here by Pika, and I mean, he doesn't have reactive, by the way. He used his reactive already, which is huge, by the way. Now this guy's gonna wait for a clip. Okay, he dumps his shells instead. This guy's gonna be a one-shot though. Can anybody else finish? I mean, doesn't look like. Also, these guys have the exact same camo, by the way. I just realized that. That's actually so funny. Same camo, 116s fighting each other. Okay, but I mean, Nexus should get this kill here. Can he get the kill? I don't know if he can. Maybe he's not able to pen it actually. Okay, mistake from Nexus, I think. Mistake from Nexus, although they might get away with it because they are killing the Shoku here, and also this guy that's also going to be a kill. Now, other side of the map here, what's going on? It is a Bat Chat 1v1 with the light tank, although Bat Chat... Oh, he bounced it! Oh, Bat Chat bounced the light tank. Okay, it didn't really make a difference, but how do you pen that light tank? He might have actually been able to kill him. But, I mean... It's a close game, though. I think Desert should win this game, though. By HP again. Just by their lineup. Like, Desert just winning by their lineup, to be honest. They're not even playing it that amazing, in my opinion. Nexus kind of did make a bit of a mistake, though, in my opinion. They could have... The Soul guy should have died, actually, but they didn't kill him. I don't know how. I'll show you guys again on Strat Sketch what the mistake Nexus did here. But Nexus actually had a pretty good read of the situation. I mean, their Kron survived a lot more than they did, and, I mean, Desert made a couple mistakes here with the push. They sent only one tank to Cap C, but that tank somehow survived because Nexus only sent one tank to kill him. Nexus need to send more than one tank to kill him. If they get the kill, they definitely win that game. But it is a 930 cap here for Nexus. Maybe, I mean, I don't think they can win because Desert has all caps here. But maybe there's like a miracle here. I don't know. I just don't think they can win this. Light tank is a one shot and Super Conk as well. Ooh, nice shot from Super Conk. Can he survive? If he can survive, maybe one shot here. Actually, wait, can Super Conk win the 1v1? Oh, he bounces to Cupola and his reactive's about to run out as well. This guy should have been a bit more patient. If you were a bit more patient, you could have killed him. But, yeah. Well played by Desert. It was kind of thrown a little bit, though, by Nexus. I think Nexus actually had a really good read of the situation. But, here. I guess I'll show you guys on Strat Sketch again some of the mistakes that both teams made here. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay. Real quick to take a look at the Strat Sketch here. We've got to load out Faust. We have Faust already loaded. Okay. So this is what happened. Nexus, or Desert here made a bit of a blunder in my opinion. They sent one tank to Cap C, who was a low HP tank, by the way. They sent like one tank up here, right? Now, Desert actually had a really good, or not Desert, Nexus had a good read. They had like, Desert initially had like two tanks here, one tank here, and they ended up sending only one tank to kill this guy. Had they sent two tanks to kill this guy would have died. Instead, what happened was that this guy ended up like backing up like this. He ended up going towards the outside of C, and then this guy chased him like this, but then he died in a face hug. Like, Nexus lost a full HP 116 over a single kill shot 116, which was gonna die if they sent one more tank for him, or if they even had somebody like on their ramps. If Nexus had somebody on this ramp here, just like pre-aimed this like C-cap, this guy should have died, and then this guy can continue pushing, and they would have won this game in my opinion. Nexus, I think, threw this game a little bit. Desert did not really have a really good push here. They were very split, and the one tank they had capping C was like a very big weak spot for them. So a bit of a throw there on Nexus's part. I think they should have won this game, in my opinion. I really think they should have won this game, but move on to the next game here. Desert here on match point, so the Desert wins the next game, they will win this series here. Will be Nexus has to start a big comeback here. They have to win 3 rounds in a row if they want to win this series, so it will be pretty difficult, to be honest. They can't afford to make any more mistakes. It has to be fully good gameplay from now on. Otherwise, Nexus is gonna be in the lower bracket for tomorrow, which is not the end of the world, but still, of course, every team would like to be in the grand finals, and right away that would be the ideal situation. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So we are playing on the map Winter Mal here. I believe I saw Nexus with a triple E50 lineup, although I'm not 100% sure. Is that what I saw? Yeah, they have double E50 actually. Oh, no, they have triple E50 and a light tank. Okay. So it's very obvious Nexus is going towards A here, but I don't really like this lineup from Nexus again. Like, it just has no pushing potential at all with the lineup that Nexus has. Like, they have 4 mediums, man. Like, and a Kron, by the way. So the only pushing potential that Nexus has here is the 116s, and they only have 2 of them. Now, again, Desert just has a better lineup in my opinion. They have more 116s, T100 to E6. They're sticking with the same line that they had on Faust, which seems to have worked out for them pretty well, actually. Like, the thing is, like, Desert, even when Desert makes, like, a pretty bad push, they still win the game because of their lineup. Like, that's, you know, like they have so much, room for mistakes here. And Desert here looking like they're playing really aggressive on top here, which is what they should do, in my opinion. I mean, like, with the lineup that Nexus has, Nexus is very obviously going to have to go A with triple E50 and a light tank. You know, they're not going to be able to hold the heavy side here with just 2 heavies and, I guess, a Kron, you know, if that makes sense. So, Nexus in a very good situation here, or Desert in a good situation. Although, the only thing Nexus could maybe prey on here is that if they can kill Camp here. Because this Kron might be able to pre-aim. Yeah, this Kron's pre-aiming the exit of Campy. This actually is not a bad play at all. Can they kill this guy? If they can kill this guy from the front, maybe it's doable. Like, it's not, it's like, okay, he took 2 shots there. That's it? That's all he took? He only took 2 shots? Like, that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is, again, very hard push for Nexus. Like, what are you supposed to do with triple E50? Like, even they realize they can't push this anymore. They're going to have to go back to their spawn, and, like, they're getting shot for doing this. I don't... Oh, my God. Soul has such a good position, by the way. Soul has such a good position, and Striker is going to die because of this position. Striker is completely cooked here. If Striker backs up, he dies. If he goes forward, he dies. It's just a matter of time until Striker dies here. Striker is completely cooked, and yeah, he's dead. I mean, Nexus, like, I don't know, like, there's nothing they can do with this lineup, bro. Like, they just... Nexus are losing these games by lineup, I really have to say. Like, it's just a lineup. They're not even playing that bad, to be honest. Like I said, the Faust game previously, they should have won that game. They did kind of throw a little bit here and there, but, like, Nexus is just losing the game before the game even starts just by taking a very weak lineup. Triple E50 and a light tank is just useless. Like, now they're going to re-push 116s. Look what's going to happen to this E50 the second he re-pushes 116. He just dies. Devotion, yeah, you want to push as well, bro? Like, no, you're not. He's going to have to back up, and then what? Like, they just lost an E50 for nothing. And guess what? These guys are not going to sit around. They're going to push him. They're going to, like, full clip Devotion. Your Devotion is going to get completely full clipped. He uses a reactive. It's not going to save you, buddy. Reactive's going to kill you, or they're going to kill you no matter what, even if you have reactive or not. Although they are kind of bouncing you, but, like, I think he just dies, bro. Like, what is he supposed to do here? Reactive ran out. He's going to become basically a 2-shot here if this guy high rolls. Okay, 3-shot. But you see my point. Like, E50 just gets absolutely shafted in this meta. You cannot be spamming this much E50s when the 116 exists, really. Like, you just can't be doing that at all. So, well played to Desert. I mean, Desert, to be honest, deserved these wins. They are playing better a little bit. I mean, for me, to be honest, I feel like it's equal like skill level on both teams, but Desert just has the infinitely much better lineup than Nexus, and Nexus lineup does not give them any room for mistakes, and you can see how easily punished their mistakes are, so that's all I can say. So thank you for the subscription, Nisser. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the support, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the games. I mean, these are pretty interesting games, to be fair. It's just Desert plays better lineups. That's all I can really say about, like, why they're winning these games so much easier than Nexus is. I mean, Nexus, even when they have, like, a decent situation, they end up losing the game because of their lineup in a way, you know. So that's the only thing I can say about these games. But overall, I had fun spectating them. And let's see the lower bracket as well. I don't know if anybody streamed the lower bracket. Yeah, it looks like Aphera lost to Bobbers. Okay. So Bobbers here with the chance to still maybe make it. I mean, Bobbers was a very convincing win here, actually. But Bobbers versus Nexus. So basically a rematch again. This is the first game we spect. Now, I think Bobbers has a chance if they stop using TDs so much. Then they have a bit of a chance. But again, like Nexus, I mean, Nexus and Bobbers, they both have, like, equal lineups, to be honest. I mean, it's only Desert who has the big advantage with 116s. But Bobbers and Nexus both have, like, equal level of 116s. They had very similar lineups most of the time, actually. It's just Nexus had better, like, game plan than Bobbers. Bobbers, again, they played a couple games, like, kind of scared. Like Port Bay, for example. Dynasty as well, they kind of, like, let Bobbers, or let Nexus cap B, you know, which is a bit of a problem. But I think if Bobbers plays with a bit more confidence, they're pretty evenly footed with Nexus based on lineup. So it just comes down to the gameplay itself. But, I mean, whoever beats between Nexus and Bobbers, I just still feel like Desert is just going to win just because they have more 116s. Like, it is such a pay to win meta, and I really despise that. And it's really like sad to say, but of course, not every team is going to buy their way into the meta. You know, like it's really painful to have spent like $200 just to get a comp worthy tank. You know, so it will be a good match between Bobbers and Nexus. I'm actually excited for that one. See how it goes. But yeah, I mean, in the grand final, I don't know. I just feel like Desert has the advantage. Like Desert just has better lineups than both these teams. You know, like like you saw in some games there, like Desert had disadvantages in some ways. They made mistakes, but they get away with their mistakes because they have reactive and clippers. Whereas Nexus doesn't get away with these mistakes. I mean, you know, like they lose very easily. The second you make a mistake with like a E50, you're dead. At Kron making a mistake, you dead. Like there's no like even when the Kron played well and he survived, they still lost. You know, somehow. I don't know how how it works out like that. I mean, Desert made mistakes actually, but they just, you know, Desert Nexus is not able to really capitalize on them as much as Desert is able to capitalize on Nexus mistakes. That's how I feel based on watching these games here. But overall was fun in general though. All right, let's check the chat. K Mahorga, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Why is Wargaming making pay to win meta right before professional tour? I don't know. I don't like it. I despise it. Trust me. As a tournament player, every single tournament player does not like pay to win meta. Like it's universal, but you know, at the end of the day, you just gotta live with it here and there. It's just it is what it is, kind of thing, you know. But it is, you know, like it's just unfortunate. I don't know what else to say. I wish they don't do this. I hope they don't do this in the future. You know, they had spent like a long time not doing this, but they just did it this season, and it really. They made the 116 heavily meta, and now it's like, if you didn't spend $200 or you get lucky with the auction, you know, because they did sell in the auction, to be honest, so you did have a chance to get it for relatively cheap. But again, if you didn't have the gold for it and you didn't want to, like, you know, buy it, then yeah, you also don't have the tank. It's also kind of unfortunate, so it is what it is. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure you guys smash the like button. Would greatly appreciate it, and make sure you subscribe as well. But overall, I had a lot of fun streaming challenges. I'll probably stream tomorrow as well, see how it goes. Stream, but yeah, hope to see you guys there. And if you guys wanna, I did kind of extend my giveaway. By the way, I did have a 2K giveaway going on here because I reached 2K subs earlier. So I do have a giveaway. It's like giving away 2 tier 10 tanks of your choice as well as some gold. So if you do want to join the giveaway, do still have a bit of time. I did say it's gonna end September 1st, but since I'm streaming and stuff, I want to give you guys a bit of a chance to enter if you guys are new to the channel. Make sure you check that video out. It's going to be linked in my description. And if you want, you can also join my Discord if you have any questions for that. But overall, well played, well played. GG's to all teams. And look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
You said that you feel lonely.